should be able to see it on my end. So what's going on is that OBS will send the stream to YouTube, and then YouTube will put it live as a separate video.
Okay.
Okay. It says that I am receiving a feed, but I'm not seeing anything. Okay, now I am. All right, cool. So let me send you the link, and then Aaron, you can have a look at what the thing looks like.
All right. Send it here. The camera.
I just did. So have a look.
What is the lobby? What is the lobby's name?
Goonsquad for Ctrl-Alt pass.
I don't see it though.
I see it.
Lobby name. I need the lobby name. Regions.
Keep going. I see it. I see something. Okay. Your stream's up. The stream's working. Okay. Hold on. I need your. I'm going to add you as a friend, then I'll pull you into the lobby. Friend ID.
30090 5332
90
5332
300. Wait, what? 30090
5332.
332. Can I see it? Can I see it again?
300
Hold on.
90 5332.
30090 5332.
You might need to add a nickname because I keep changing my name often. So.
Okay. I got it. I sent you a friend request.
There you go. Got it. Steam friend request. Accept. Yeah, got it. 3 mutual friends.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. I see you. Okay, there you go.
How do I pull you into the game again? How do I?
Invite to lobby.
Oh, okay. Pick from party. Invite the guild.
There should be an option called invite to lobby. Once you join the lobby, you can invite me to the lobby.
Yeah, I'm in the lobby. So hold on.
What is the title like?
I
found it. Okay, I found it. Okay, join lobby. Lobby password.
123.
123. That's a very simple ass password, dude.
Well, that's a damn issue. I'll give you the camera.
Okay, I have the camera now. Okay. Channel title.
Huh?
What is this channel?
Water Spooter. Yeah, it's fine.
Okay.
It's okay. Don't really care about that. I think we're live right now.
Oh yeah.
Yes. We are live.
Casters G.
Yes. Yep. Alright. Oh, by the way, before we start, how do you want to cast? Do you want to be like the hype man shoutcaster, or you want to be the play-by-play, the analysis guy?
I'll probably be the analysis guy.
Alright. By the way, Krayos, I'll have you on here. Just
what's up?
You'll have us do draft analysis. So I'll turn draft analysis over to both you and Knight, and then I'll come in once the game starts.
Sure. I can do draft analysis. I just need someone to ask me questions. And
Okay. Sure. I think we can facilitate that.
Yeah, that works.
Okay. All right. So
it says that the sound is pretty bad on the stream. Do you know how to do OBS settings? I can guide you through that for audio if you'd like. No, so we're talking. I think he's referring to voice settings. Okay, go to OBS really quick. All right, look at your audio mixer on the bottom part. Okay.
Give me the.
Okay.
Here. There you go.
Yep. Okay, so right now you have 3 different sources of audio coming in. So you need to mute one first. So do the audio output capture and mute that. Turn the volume. You see the volume thing on the bottom? Yeah, just turn it all the way to 0.
What about now?
That's fine. Okay, now go down to your desktop audio. Right? No, you just scroll down. Just scroll down.
Oh, okay, there you go.
Yep. Right. And then turn it down up to a little bit, about like 75%. Yep. Okay, that's about right. Okay, now what's going on is that my voice is louder than your voice. If you scroll all the way up to the top again. No, no. Go 75% and then scroll up.
What about now?
No,
Scroll.
this is fine.
Oh, okay.
Scroll up.
Okay.
Yeah, your audio input capture is from your mic, I think.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
assuming you're not using headphones, right?
Yeah, I'm using headphones. Yeah.
You're using headphones. Okay, so scroll all the way down. No, scroll down.
Okay.
Okay, so that's your mic. So what you want to do is that you want to make sure that my voice is the same volume as your voice, and you want to make sure that there's no like two different sources of volume coming in. So the mic and desktop audio should be roughly the same, and then you want to have one for in-game audio capture. So, so very basically put, turn desktop audio to 0.
Mhm. 1, 2, 3. Mhm. It does, yeah.
Yep. And put it up a bit more. Okay, I think this should be fine. Can you hear the game audio on your own headphones?
Yeah, I can. Yes.
Okay, then it should be fine. Typically you want to do this before the stream starts, but it's fine. I think they can go first, and then we can figure it out afterwards.
Yep.
Don't worry about it. Yeah, I mean it's your first stream, but typically settings like this is quite difficult to manage. But yes, okay. For the sake, so what happen is that I will, when the VOD is released, I will delete the first part where we're settling the settings and stuff. So could you help me just like go to your heroes page and then click on AA. Alright, so once we start for real, go to the main page and then I will know how to cut like the video. Alright?
Actually, just click the lobby. Go to the lobby already.
Okay, go to lobby and then Aaron, you can start like officially.
Alright. Alright. So let's start in 5, 4, 3. Oh, close the broadcast channel, by the way. Toggle broadcast channel. No. Go back to the lobby. Toggle broadcast channel. Turn it off.
Where is it? Oh.
No. Here. There you go. Okay. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Close your Discord as well. Alright. The Discord screen.
Oh yes. That too. Yeah, let's close this.
Yeah, that should work, right?
Alright. So we officially start 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are on this fine day. I am Aaron Zero, and I'm joined by Mr. Knight, our first ever co-caster, and for this draft, we'll be joined, of course, by the ever lovely Kraos. So, this is the cast of the ever game of Phoenix Dota Season 0, Goonsquad versus Ctrl-Alt-Delete. Let me first introduce my co-caster, Knight. Knight, how are you doing?
I'm good, dude. Thanks for having me.
Yes,
I'm excited to be here.
we're also going to give a shout out as well to Kraos, our draft analyst for this one. Kraos, how are you looking at these two games?
Hey, what's up? I mean, I only know the players from Goonsquad, but yeah, I mean, nothing to say about the draft so far, because, nothing's going on, but excited.
All right, thank you very much, Kraos and Knightley. So, for those who are not familiar with Phoenix Dota is a brand new league which started like say 2-3 months ago, and we've spent most of those 2-3 months recruiting, inviting players to the server, getting these players matched into teams. Some have already been formed and scrimming for a while before the start of the season. So this is season 0. Consider this kind of like the baby step season, where gotta let these kids grow and shine to become the big beautiful butterflies they're always meant to be. This is the main league of Phoenix Dota. In the coming months, we will have an upper division, which will consist of players with much higher MMRs on average than the players here. Hold on, Kraos joined the. Okay, never mind. Broadcast server. Okay.
Yeah, I just wanted to say that right now there's no stream delay, which we will set up in the future. So after the draft, just exit and then you can watch via the spectate. If that makes sense.
Yes, yes. So if watching on spectate simply means that we will be seeing it naturally on delay, so that should be fine. Okay, so let's introduce first the members of both teams as we get into the coin toss. Rather, by the way, since this is the very first game of Phoenix Dota, we're not gonna go like super in depth to watch each player plays. Like probably I list some based on my personal history with some of these players. Like for example, is just going to brute force his strategy whether you like it or not, and Goonsquad is probably one of the most Pepega teams I've ever known. These are the guys that who are prone to do anything and everything under the sun. But as we proceed on through the rest of Season 0, we'll be able to get a greater idea of these players and how they play both with one another and against the opponents. Ctrl-Alt-Delete gets the first, wins the coin toss. They get second pick. Meanwhile, Goonsquad goes to Radiant, and we are about to hit the draft phase of this game. By the way, have you guys seen 7.34e? Have you guys seen the patch notes?
We have. I have. Like, I was kind of expecting more from the patch because there was a lot of hype, but it wasn't up to the mark, to be honest. They just nerfed the meta heroes. Like, the CK got a nerf, Spirit Breaker got a nerf. But yeah, it's pretty much the same patch, to be honest.
That's fair enough. All right, now we go into the draft and Kraos. Since we won't see many changes from the DI meta, do you think that we'll see pretty much the same drafts from both teams?
I mean, obviously not, right? Because like the last patch was really predefined, especially in terms of the bans. Like, I'm not sure if people remember, but the banning phase was kind of very heavily changed. In the past, it was like 3 bans in first pick and second pick, and now the bans are a lot more heavily focused on the first phase. So really in the past, like, you know, you would see all the bans come out and then afterwards you don't really have that many bans to work with afterwards. But now, because there aren't as many like automatic OP heroes, the bans will be should be, in my opinion, a lot more flexible. So I mean, we obviously see some of the OP heroes that weren't really dealt with that much come out as bans, like PB and Kunka and Weaver and Dazzle. But I'm actually very surprised by the Bristleback ban, and if CAD does a like Chaos Knight ban, I'll be very surprised as well. I don't think this BB ban is good. Like, his win rate dropped by a full, I think, 7% in the new patch, and they banned Spirit Breaker as well, which is, did they read the patch notes? I mean, I think the hero's trash.
Yes, that is true. An increased 2 seconds in the charge of darkness, even with the Aghanims though. I mean, we haven't, although I think it's more of Ctrl-Alt-Delete have seen this new Spirit Breaker in action. They probably don't want to take any chances. Goonsquad though, yes, that is correct. They do ban out the Primal Beast and the Kunkka, so we are still very much in the DI meta. What do you think so far of the bans, Knight?
I think, yeah, both the teams are heavily focusing on the meta bans, like in terms of Primal Beast and Kunkka. And Weaver, Dazzle. I think BB is still strong, I would say. It did get nerfed a bit, but I would still see, you know, it's good that it's gone, because I don't think anyone is a fan of BB, to be honest. Like, the Ags, we all saw what it does. So.
Alright, first picks are coming up, and Goonsquad selects the Nature's Prophet. What do you think about this, Kraos?
I think this is an insanely solid pick. In fact, I think this is the hero that is probably the strongest right now this patch. NP was low-key extremely flexible and broken last patch, and he wasn't touched at all this new patch. And the fact that, you know, Heart was nerfed a bit. Heroes like Primal Beast, Bara, and BB, they're being nerfed, and they're typical counters to Nature's Prophet. The fact that they were still, they're not really going to be considered is the fact shows that Nature's Prophet is going to be really, really strong. Vengeful Spirit comes out though on CAD, and I think seems to be a more locked-in pick. It kind of suggests to me that NP is more of the flex pick, and Goonsquad is kind of going with a more flex kind of, draft, and CAD is going with more comfort heroes kind of draft. And I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if they already know exactly what they want to pick.
That is true, though. It seems that CAD seems to have a set strategy in mind, while Goonsquad is kind of just once again relying on the meta. Bans have come in as well. We're seeing bans for the Witch Doctor and Undying, as well as a Slark ban. Slark ban is interesting, though. Next picks are coming up for Ctrl-Alt-Delete. What kind of heroes do you see CAD roll out with this Vengeful Spirit?
Spectre's still in the pool. I mean, it's too early to reveal Spectre, but Spectre is one of the good counters to Nature's Prophet. So, and it didn't get nerfed much at all, just -1 armor. So, I might see them pick Spectre if it's a good Spectre draft.
True, but to pick Spectre, I don't think that they'd be able to, because like then again, they could choose to pick Spectre here, or they could risk Goonsquad getting Spectre. It's just going all in on this global ganking lineup. So 1 minute 48 left for Ctrl-Alt-Delete, and they don't go Spectre. They instead go with the Grimstroke. What do you think about this one, Kreos?
Another really meta support. It did not get touched at all. I think this is a crazy. The fact that this guy has like stun, ranged wave clear, and just a whole strong dispel on his shard is crazy, right? It completely does the job of Oracle and Abaddon, yet it is like an aggressive support that can kind of rotate around. This is like a broken hero. In fact, I'm surprised that this was not banned out in the earlier stages, and they went with like Treant ban or Undying ban. But we see Centaur come out as well. Another hero that, again, so I mean, I guess we're kind of seeing all the heroes that weren't touched that was really good in the last meta. Centaur, NP, and Grim. Not so much Vengeful, but yeah, I mean, right now, I think all Goonsquad really needs to do is like go for some kind of like Spectre or something, because they already have heroes that can get on top of you, right? And that's what Vengeful Spirit and Grimstroke are kind of like susceptible to. So all they need is another hero that can get on top of them, like Spec, for example, or another hero like I can't, not at the top of my mind right now. Maybe like Monkey King, maybe like Anti-Mage, Tusk, for example. These are all like examples of good heroes that will work very well with Goonsquad's current lineup.
Goonsquad does not go the carry route yet. They decide to pick up the Ogre Magi. They're probably rounding out their supports here in their first phase of the draft. Ctrl-Alt-Delete now knows that this Goonsquad team is going to have a very tanky front line. What do you think they're going to try to pair up with this one? They have Vengeful and Grimstroke. They're probably looking for either to get synergy with a lot of single target stuff, or they're probably looking for just some beefcakes who can stand in front of them. What do you think so far?
I think you should. If I was CAD, I would go with Wraith King here.
Yeah, I would probably go Wraith King as well.
It's not typically that good against Centaur Warrunner, but against NP and Ogre, the skeletons just do way too much damage, and it's very difficult for Ogre or NP to like deal with, because the whole point of Ogre is that he likes to go in and basically tank up and be very difficult to kill, but the skeletons kind of make it such that he can't do that, right? He can't like be in close range. He has to, like,
there you
run
go.
away all the time, and Timbersaw comes out. This is
I mean, two tanky, beefy heroes. Timbersaw is like the perfect pick here, I feel like. And it's good against Nature's Prophet, right? So.
I mean, theoretically it's good, but I heavily disagree with Timbersaw being picked this early into the draft, to be honest. Like, it's not like they're gonna ban it out on last phase, right? Nobody bans Timbersaw, and Timbersaw is currently at this juncture of the game. I actually think Timbersaw is too paper as a hero. And against like heroes like Centaur, NP, Ogre, they have all the spells that takes him out at like to like 50% HP, and he suddenly can't participate in fights anymore. So interested to see how it turns out. Invoker though, I really like this pick, right? Because Goonsquad is going with the whole run at you, and Invoker that stops that. EMP stops that. cold snap stops that.
True. So far, even with this invoker pick, it gives Ctrl-Alt-Delete significant teamfight advantage. Meanwhile, Goonsquad decides to pick up someone that's going to definitely enjoy staying behind this backline. They get the sniper. What do you think of this sniper pick, Kraos and Knight?
I feel like it's Spectre still in the pool.
No, not anymore.
There you go.
Spectre was banned. Yes.
Yeah.
Speaking of, I think it's like when they pick sniper, automatically it was a Spectre ban. So. Yeah. So far, we already have 4/5 of the draft. What do you think Goonsquad and Ctrl-Alt-Delete will be looking for, Kraos?
I think CAD has a current problem they have to address. Because right now, Goonsquad, like, imagine if you don't see CAD's draft, right? Goonsquad's plan is literally just center wall runner, stays in his lane, tanks up, gets a heart, gets a, I don't know, a pipe, a blade mail, gets bling dagger, which he will because there's not a lot of threat to him this game. And then Ogre Megai and NP kind of like play around the sniper at mid or carry, and it's very difficult to kind of like ensure that you get reliable kills on either of these heroes. And you know that once they hit a specific timing, center wall runner plus sniper will just run down your lanes and take all your towers. And to be honest, CAD doesn't have any answer for it. They don't have enough damage to burst down a center wall runner that is like a heart and maybe like pipe at an early stage of the game. And sniper is going to be incredibly difficult to deal with because of the fact that he has like a lot of heroes that can kind of like mitigate the aggression on him. Goonsquad right now, I still think with CW has a ability to get on top of you, but I want to see a bit more of that from Ctrl-Alt-Delete. I think it's actually very sad that they banned out the Sven because I thought Sven would actually have been very good for their lineup. Ursa as well.
Ironically, heroes that would actually help against them because Ursa would probably love to feast on a center war runner, or just probably just stand there and try to tank those furious wipes. Last ban now for Goonsquad. They're already at the reserve time, under a minute left. What do you think both teams will be looking for specifically?
I think for CAD they need some sort of a catch, like something like an anti-mage that can jump on top of sniper and Nature's Prophet. AM is still in the pool. I think it's still a good AM game.
I think CAD is going to go for something like Faceless Void at this point. Really, but they need a lot of like Omega team fight spells because Goonsquad's basically just going to be in formation, right? There's sniper behind, and you just need one chrono into Sunstrike combo with like a bunch of extra burst damage. That's the only way I really see it, because I don't see CAD like winning in terms of sustained damage, and Goonsquad actually steal it from them.
Goonsquad probably reading your mind and reading the stream as well. So any Goonsquad enjoyers, please close the stream. Otherwise, you'll be cursed with 1,000. We'll be cursed with losing all of your MMR.
But I mean, the only answer right now for CAD is really just Wraith King. Like, there's no other pick that answers all of these heroes here. You have the Wraith King mitigates a lot of the aggression from the NP and Ogre. It deals with them very well. It's very difficult for you to kind of like chrono of Wraith King twice, right? Especially when he's carry. And also just the fact that like Wraith King allows for you to kind of create this like innate mobility on the map if he goes for Bling Dagger. So with the Wraith King, it kind of means that like you can get Grimstroke to throw Inkswell on him. He Bling Daggers in and goes on the sniper, and suddenly like Goonsquad has no real way of escaping because they don't have any save. Their center wall runner like run, but if sniper's stunned, he's tornado and everything, they can kind of like catch him every single time. Same goes for Faceless Void. Whereas if you go for a hero like
and there you go.
Nice. All right, guys.
Selected.
We need a stream delay. All right.
Yes. Apparently, they're reading our chats now. So, drafts are in. Who do you favor based on the draft alone? Let's start with you, Kraos.
I need a bit more time. Knight, what do you think?
I think, to be honest, I feel like Wraith King might get kited. Like, he does pair well with the Grimstroke, but I feel like the sniper, if he positions himself better, plus you have the center wall on ulti, right? So he can just, there's always a we can run away from that. So I favor Goonsquad, even though Wraith King is good against Void, but in general I feel like Goonsquad is going to take this one.
All right, Kraos, do you have your draft and do you have your post draft analyst?
I mean, I actually feel like Ctrl-Alt-Delete has Ctrl-Alt-Defeat. I'm only seeing that for the first time now, but I actually think they have the slight advantage. Just because there's the Venge swap. There are two sources of save, and I mean they can kind of like position the game in such a way that Wraith King and Timbersaw can never die in the early game, especially with team fight rotations and stuff. I can very easily see Ctrl-Alt-Defeat ousting Goonsquad in terms of team fights, but I think that there will be a big concern if Goonsquad wins the lanes as hard as I foresee them doing, especially with the Nature's Prophet rotations. There's a lot of potential for Goonsquad to kind of like run as 5 in the early game, get pick off, smoke non-stop. But if Ctrl-Alt-Defeat can get to the late game, as is usually the case in non-pro games, I definitely can kind of see them turning it around and even taking towers a lot faster and stuff like that. So we'll see.
All right, thank you very much for draft analysis. I think Knight, you need to disconnect now because we will be watching this on delay because the draft is pretty much done. So thank you once
again.
It's
going to be an out, but yeah, thanks guys.
Yes. Thank you very much, Chaos, for your draft analysis. All right, so the drafts are in and both teams are locked and loaded. Are you ready for Phoenix Dota Season 0? Knight, what do you expect from this game?
Pretty interesting draft, to be honest. Both of them have deviated from the meta a bit because you have seen Sniper and Timbersaw, you haven't seen those picks at TI. Probably Timber once or twice, but I feel like both the teams are starting to venture from the meta a bit. So that's a good sign, right? Like, you don't want, because CK was not touched at all. So after the nerf, no one even tried banning CK. So kind of excited to see where this goes.
That is true. By the way, did you disconnect already?
Yeah, I did. I did.
Okay, so you're watching via... Okay, good. All right, so while we're chilling, and since we are on delay at the moment, while we're waiting for the actual game to start, tell us more about yourself, Knight, since I understand this is your first time casting ever a Dota 2 game. Like, when did you start playing Dota?
So I started Dota in 2016. And I started at 600 MMR. Yeah, so it was a struggle for me, but I took my time to learn. And yes, I hit Divine in 2021, but then I took a break because I had to finish my masters. So I got back. I took a year break. I got back. Now, yeah, I'm sitting at 4K right now. It's been an interesting journey. Yes.
Nice. That sounds pretty good. 2016 must have been. I'm not sure if it was the New Frontiers. Oh wait, the New Frontiers was just released this year, but
yeah.
I believe, if I recall the history of Dota.
I joined right after the Sniper troll meta.
Oh wow, yeah.
I joined 6.85, I think, if I'm not wrong. 6.85, yeah. Sniper was 6.83, Sniper and troll, if I'm not wrong.
Oh yeah, that was fun.
Yeah, so, yeah, Dota has become more friendly these days compared to when I started. I feel like the skill seeding level has increased. I feel like people who are new to Dota can catch up with it much easier because you have resources available and stuff compared to back in 2016.
Yeah, that's fair. It's nice to see, nice to be able to watch and see the game evolve as it was from the way past in the day when it was still a mod on Warcraft 3: The Frozen Throne into what it is now, like a legitimate esports and gaming juggernaut. So the draft just concluded. If you are watching this stream, say hello, chat. By the way, we have to rate the drip game while waiting. Like, based on skins and cosmetics alone, which team do you favor?
Goonsquad? the Void and the Nature's Prophet, they look nice. The Sniper too. I mean, Raking has the Arcana, so...
So does Faceless Void, actually. Like, we have... So does this Faceless Void. Like, both carries have Arcanas on them. Yeah, so it's gonna be... Yeah, Sniper looks Okay. Ogre Magic is kind of boring. Never though looks nice.
So I think the NP one looks cool as well.
Oh yeah. The though I think yeah, Althos has the visual effects and the thing. Hold on. Okay, never mind. I was hoping to see there. Okay, but yeah. But for me personally, drip game wise, I have to control. Hold on, 1 minute.
First
All right.
match.
So as we start up the game. Oh no, we have a Grimstroke with no cosmetics. Despair. You may want to zoom up though. You are okay. There you go. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let us introduce the heroes on both teams. First off, on the Radiant side, you have Goonsquad, Yusak on the Ogre Magi, Never on the Center Warrunner, Goat AI Herald on the Nature's Prophet, McGee on the Faceless Void, and Knightley on the Sniper. Goonsquad did do a conga line pretty much early on in the game. On the other side, we have the side of Team Ctrl-Alt-Delete on the Dire. Meanwhile, we have First Blood and them going in as the conga line tries to target. Fumisho is in trouble. Fumisho gets hit with everything. Fumisho dies. That is First Blood. Jung may soon to follow if he does get away. Another blood grenade is hit, as well as those shrapnel. Jung though is trying to be for his life, and Jung dies. That's 2 kills immediately given up by Ctrl-Alt-Delete. What a furious start to this game.
Yeah, I mean, Goonsquad just like ran up to the high ground and just like were pretty aggressive. I think Ctrl-Alt-Delete didn't expect that. CAD didn't expect that, so it's a good opening, I would say.
Yeah.
Like,
oh yes, of course. It's nice to get both First Blood and 2 kills, but probably like Runes as well, because we have Never positioning up here on the Dire. Rune probably trying to take it over, but they're all gonna back off. All right, we're finally gonna get to introducing Ctrl-Alt-Delete before they got absolutely murked in that team fight. On Ctrl-Alt-Delete side, we have Yuno on the Invoker, Fumisho on the Vengeful Spirit, Jung on the that Weeboo on Wraith King, and defensive chart on Grimstroke. So surprisingly though, I expected Yuno to be the carry this game. He's playing mid and the mid invoker, and that against Knightley of all things. So it's gonna be interesting to see how he's gonna interpret this. Alright, let's head over first to the bot lane. McGee and Jung trying to trade up the last hits. Let's show the last hits denies. Knight.
yeah, there you go. Yeah.
Alright, let's show last hits denies to give us an idea. Yusato pushing both Jung and Fumisho back, just giving McGee all this space to farm. Let's head over to the top lane. That means now. Let's head over to the top. Let's go top. Up. We can do it. Okay, never mind. I guess
Sorry.
sticking here in the bot lane. While
No, I did move to top.
okay. I see it. Yep, there you go. Alright, so meanwhile that Weeboo ends defensive chart not having a great time against Never, who is not only denying range creeps but also just zoning them out. Like this has not been a good start at all for Ctrl-Alt-Delete. Ctrl-Alt-Defeat. What happened?
I think, to be honest, Raid King as a carry, like it takes time. Like early levels, he's really weak to harass from Centaur and Nature's Prophet. He's gonna take a few levels to like just get in there and just like do his thing. To be honest.
Yes. We did miss that kill, but yes, that is the carry Wraith King. That Weeboo getting killed by Never, though they did manage to take Never down with him to the underworld. So that seems pretty cool. For it seems to be a more or less even trade-ish. Although at the moment, Never is much higher on the last hit count. He does have 6 to his name. Meanwhile, on the mid lane side, Knightley leading everyone with 12 last hits. Yuno is just struggling in this lane, just unable to get anything against Knightley. Like, this sniper maybe just be taking over in this game.
I mean, it's pretty sniper favored lane, right? Because you outrange the Invoker. So, plus Invoker, since he has lost his damage on Exort, I feel like he needs to build his stats to sustain against the sniper. So I feel like it is sniper favored lane pretty much.
That is true. Over at the bot lane, Fumisho is in trouble. Fumisho is dropping low, but Jung comes in time to save his life. So Fumisho is, however, is forced to back up and probably leave Jung at the mercy of McGee and Goat AI and Gusak rather. Both of them just taking advantage of the fact that this Radiant lane is pushed heavily into the Dark Tower, allowing them to just probably farm up. But yeah, going back to this mid lane, as Yuno is taking a lot of damage from Nightly, Yuno is going straight Quas Wex. Used to be a Quas Wex team fighting one. Meanwhile, the top lane, defensive chart managing to take the kill on Goat AI Herald, so that should give Ctrl-Alt-Delete some breathing room as we enter our first night time. Never though, still forcing out that Weebu. He's not being able to get the last hits that he wants in this game, and defensive chart just also unable to provide that space necessary.
I think bot lane, I think Timber hits a power spike at level 3, so we might see the Timber sit down here and just like do the Timber things.
2 levels on the reactive armor though. He's probably expecting that Yusak, however, the Yusak who is targeting Fumisho, if he has Fumisho in his sights, can juke his way out. Fumisho is in trouble. Fumisho dies.
Fumisho dies.
One ignite and one last. Meanwhile, Goat AI Herald comes in TP's mid. Yuno is forced to activate Ghost Walk to save his life. Yuno managing to back off. Good save. However, now we're starting to see this global presence of Goonsquad with Goat AI Herald's Nature's Prophet beginning to make rotations on the map. This may start, although it does leave Never a bit vulnerable, but I think Never should be fine. He's currently second in last hits, so, and it doesn't feel like a kill lane though between that Weebu and defensive chart. Like, feels like we'll be able to get anything out of this. Meanwhile, Yuno back here in the mid, but you should be careful as Yusak is in range. Tornado is cast. Yusak is unable to do anything. He just gets mana for a Fire Blast, and Yuno smartly backs off.
What do you think of the bot lane? Do you think the Void is gonna have a hard time because Timber is level 4?
Nah, I think actually this is now going to the bot lane's favor, as because Yusak was forced to rotate mid and try to get a Yuno kill. It can leave Smaji on an island against Jung, and they're going right at it now. Stun, wave,
time walk, 1 second.
Enough. Jung just gets what a dodge, using the time walk just in time. Meanwhile, Fumisho is in trouble. Fumisho gets hit with the Sprout. Fumisho dies. So what could have been an early kill ends up being turned around. Meanwhile, though, we get
the creep shot, the damage.
Press F in the chat to pay respects to what would have been an excellent stun strike had there been more levels. As only 1 level of Exort, not gonna be enough. Yusak though does die, so
we did miss the bottom kill.
yes. Although then again, he was stuck in no man's land against both Jung and defensive chart, who does rotate bottom. Meanwhile, in the mid lane, Fumisho ends up rotating mid. Yuno is hit by the trap now, but they're trying to chase after Nightly. Shield Rune is up. Can Nightly get to it? Nightly does. It means that it's not going to be a very bad idea for them to continue this fight. Fumisho is in trouble. Fumisho gets hit with everything. Fumisho dies. That Shield Rune just saved Nightly's life. What a great pickup just as we enter our first runes of this game. XP runes are coming up in 10 seconds. Defensive chart is up, securing his, and Goat AI Herald is there. So I mean it's an NP, so you have like no choice on that one. Oh, Yuno gets hit with that stun. Yuno's in trouble. Yuno dies, and this team just running away. And so far, Goonsquad is just running away with this game.
I feel like Goonsquad, the rotations have been on point. Like they have, and the Shield Rune definitely helped the sniper a lot, right? It gave him a kill after all. From him dying to like him not dying and getting a kill, that's huge.
True. And plus, since this Jung is not gonna be able to kill McGee anytime soon, McGee is just happy to solo, while that Weebu is forced to jungle. We're jungling early. can't lane against Never, who is just dominating, who's leading it. All teams actually net worth. We should switch to the net worth window now, by the way.
It's 4K Never on the Centaur.
Yes. Never is leading all teams in net worth with 39k, 3,900 gold. He's actually doing really well for himself, picking up the early Vanguard and going straight into the base boots, as we may see our early towers fall. Meanwhile, Knightly is in trouble. Knightly finding a hit with the Defensive Char. Defensive Char hits him with that Inkswell and the Tornado from Yuno, and they finally take him down. Knightly is sent to the netherworld by Yuno with what a great rotation from Defensive Char.
I think that's one of the finally, successful rotation that comes in the way of CAD. So I think that's a good kill on Sniper, to be honest. Kind of shuts him down a bit. The Invoker is pushing the mid tower, right?
In response. Although top tower was already taken at 8 minutes, so this does free up Never to begin rotating the map as well and to try to dominate this top side. Takeaway. Meanwhile, at the bot lane, Young get away, but the Chronosphere. Meanwhile, Goat AI teleports into the Chronosphere, but it does not matter. Young dies. 4 people though in the bot lane. Kill is off lane, so bad rotation wise. Like this Goonsquad team starting to cook. What do you think so far of our lanes at night as we enter our first day?
I think
we haven't. Yeah.
I did predict the lane to be somewhat similar to this because Raid King doesn't do much. Doesn't do that great against the Centaur lane, even though he's paired up with the Grimstroke. Like Centaur just gets a Vanguard, takes a tower, starts playing their map. But
True. However, we probably didn't expect it to be this disastrous.
True, I think every lane except the bot lane has been pretty strong for the Goonsquad. The MP does rotate in.
Warpath is active. Yuno is in trouble. Yuno has to activate Goonsquad to survive. However, the dust only comes in just in time, and Yuno dies. Defensive Char joins him as well. And Goonsquad, thanks to just being able to take the top lane and not making rotations all over the map.
I think the game does look a bit difficult for Invoker. Okay, he's sitting at the bottom 4th in terms of the net worth, so he needs to climb back up. It's going to be hard road, to be honest.
True. Especially as this mid lane is going to go down. This is going to just constrict the map even further. And remember, that Weebu is trying to rescue his lane. He's trying to rescue his game. He's farming up though. He does have the Midas, so he should be able to farm for this Radiance, no problem. But I wonder though if this Radiance is going to be able to come online in time, given the speed at which Goonsquad is playing right down the throats of Ctrl-Alt-Delete. However, they do smoke up here on the top triangles, on the bottom triangle side. They do spot out Jung. Jung is in trouble. Jung gets hit with the sprout. Jung gets hit with everything. Jung is just surviving thanks to 4 stacks and reactive armor. They turn it around. Knightly is dead. That is a dominating kill. Meanwhile, Chrono up in 10 seconds. Can they get something out of this? Defensive Char does end up falling. Maki traps Yuno with the sprout. With the double edge, Yuno is dead. And that smoke does get, they do manage to claim Knightly, but at the cost of 3 heroes, including 2 cores. What that was not ideal at the very least. What do you think of that fight?
I think it was a good rotation, right? Because they have taken both the towers at the top and the mid T1, so they just have to try getting this bottom T1. With Centaur, you always do have the threat of engagements and counter engagements, so it's pretty good with what the Goonsquad is doing.
Yeah. However, though, I think that they're lost, and they're still creating space for that Weeble. So at the very least, although he does finish the phase boots first, okay, that is interesting. But
I feel like this Midas here is a pretty greedy pickup for this Raid King, because especially when Midas got nerfed a bit this patch, not by much, but 10 seconds. But I feel like he could have gone for the Armlet Radiance, could have just helped him play a bit more aggressive. Now he just has to resort back to the jungle to like, farm and get his radiance.
True. Though he is making efficient use of those, of his skellies actually to be able to farm up these chunk camps. Meanwhile, in the mid lane, Yuno is in trouble. Yuno is forced to tries to get out, but the Sprout and another dust, I think. Yes, it is another dust. And Yuno though is not having the game of his life actually. Meanwhile, the bot lane. War Run is activated just to try and get away, and then now they can just turn this fight around. Yusak is in trouble though, but he doesn't get him stun off, but he does this enough. Metatron is dead. Fumisho follows him right after.
That's a triple kill for Nile.
True. Yeah, they did. I think once they got the soul bind, they realized that okay, they're gonna try and like combo it with the magic missile. So. Not only did this is just ridiculous efficiency from Goonsquad. Not only do they get the mid kill on Yuno, they also rotate bottom and get a pair of kills as well. Efficiency, actually.
Yeah. What do you think of this item build on Sniper? He is rushing a Shadow Blade over Dragonlance. Do you think that's a good pickup?
I think he's rushing the break. He wants to get a break, maybe, probably for this Timber Saw, so that his reactive armor doesn't come in. Although it does say that can't be dispelled, so I'm not sure. I'm not sure what this Shadow Blade looks to be for. It seems more like a typical like sniper build. Like I think he can use it for both an escape and also because he can get a bit greedy. He did win his lane massively, so it's all gravy for him. Let's take a look at the builds while both teams are. Oh yeah, by the way, what did you think of this build? As they're looking towards this Magi may be in trouble. Yuno is smoked up. Yuno does blink and he is still invisible thanks to the Ghost Walk. Today again, however, today is found just in time. And unfortunately the silent comes in and War Run as well, saving his life. So not even a guy. And meanwhile on the bot lane they also translate War Run to a kill. Jung though falls to Yusak and Nightly. Ridiculous efficiency from the side of Goonsquad. They're just getting anything they want on this map.
I think Goonsquad is playing the map really well. They've got to give them credit for that. The rotations have been on point. The objectives have been on point. They've been moving around the map, taking the objectives. This does open the map for them. And
meanwhile, never though. Let's link in. Yusak to follow. Tornado tries to come in, and the dust unfortunately will ensure that Yuno will not be able to get away. Yuno dies. Swap comes in and attempt to save Yuno maybe. But for me, just immediately puts up Fumi on the hardest way. Chronosphere comes in just to finish off Fumisho. So not even so nothing is working for Ctrl-Alt-Delete. Like Goonsquad is just running Ctrl-Alt-Delete off the map. Like what does Ctrl-Alt-Delete need to do just to be able to salvage this game?
I think it all depends on the Waking, to be honest. Like he needs to like get his radiance fast and start showing up in fights. It's been 4v5 for the last 16 odd minutes. He does TP out to the bottom lane.
He does. Yes. So that should allow him to continue farming. Goat though with the early orchids, so that should be able to stop those ghost walks that Yuno's been trying to use to get away. Meanwhile though, Never and 90 rotate to the bot lane. Do they get him? Yes, that is a resurrect. Those are coming back, but he does have the blade mail. Or rather, he does have the double damage, so it does not matter. That Weebu's dead, and all of a sudden, their comeback mechanic is now forced to delay his farm even further.
What do you think of this Midas pickup on the Invoker, Aaron? Like, you think isn't it too greedy? Like,
I think it's too late for the Midas at this point. Like, Yuno needs something to be able to start fights, and because like this Quas Wex build, with just the Spirit Vessel, that's not gonna be able to do much. As Fumisho also falls fall though in that fight. Okay, so your Ctrl-Alt-Delete. You're 10k behind, 21 as well as like 21 to 5, and the map is pretty much in the control of Goonsquad. Like, what's your avenue to come back into this game?
It does depend on the Waking. He needs to find space to farm the map, and the Invoker does have to start rotating more often, and him farming as well is not going to help the team, right? Because it's already a Waking that's trying to farm up the Radiance. So if I was Raid King here, I would smoke up and try farming around here, this side of the part of the map, either top or bottom. Where he's going to get uncontested farm here, so I would do that if I was Raid King.
Alright, so pretty much the win condition for Ctrl-Alt-Delete seems to be the Wraith King. Meanwhile, for Goonsquad, they're just completely taken over the map. Like, although we haven't seen a Roche rotation yet, I think it's also too early for them to take it. What do you think? Do you think Goonsquad can start positioning towards Roche?
They can. I think they should be looking for the 20-minute Roshan at the bottom. With the Bloodlust and the Sniper, I feel like it's got to be an easy Roshan.
Were you able to get it? No.
That's a good...
The Blink manages to save him just in time. Meanwhile, and the War Run as well comes in. Meanwhile, the rest of Goonsquad immediately or rather just Yusak just taking out the tower.
So that's another Midas coming out from the Ogre.
Oh, let me check. Oh yeah. Oh no, not yet. He's about like...
Yeah, it's like...
behind, but oh man, I thought everyone thought my Hand of Midas was going to go away. It just came back. It's still very much in use. Even supports are getting it. You know, it's just that good.
I mean, if you're hired, like, you know, what's wrong on getting on Ogre, right? Because you do have the multicast, so that's gonna help you out, especially when you're leading this far ahead.
True. Jongdo is on an island though, and there you go. The early Silver Edge paying dividends. He's just really taking out Jung. Jongdo's in trouble. Jung dies. Meanwhile, however, they do spot up nicely. Is it enough for him to get anything?
The tornado connects.
Spot him up, but unfortunately, he is invisible. So they're unable to get anything. And the dust was just too late. So even with a 4-man rotation from the rest of Ctrl-Alt-Delete, they're unable to get anything. That early Silver Edge apparently doing dividends for Goonsquad.
Yes, it does seem to take out the timber, so I think that's pretty good there. And he is queuing for the Dragonlance, so yeah, that's standard sniper build right there.
True. That Weebo though is in a spot of trouble. He's farming a really dangerous spot here in the top lane, while 3 members of Goonsquad are here and probably actively hunting him. Meanwhile, they do spot out Never though. However, okay, Magi does come in with the time walk, but I think he's gonna back off since Jong does return with that chakra. Only level 10 though. Like Jong's levels have been sacrificed in the name of just trying to get that Weebu space. He's like, he does have the Radiance now. So is the Radiance turning point though is the question. Jongdo is in trouble. Jongdo gets stunned. He gets broken. He gets double edge. He gets War Run. He gets dead. Jong falls once again. Meanwhile, in the bot lane, are they able to get anything? They try to get anything at this point. Yusak was on the run. Yusak tries to hit with the ignite. It's not enough. And finally, after so long, they find this Ctrl-Alt-Delete finally gets on the board once more. But it comes at the cost of their top lane though. So this one's gonna be nasty. Alright, let's take a look at our items. Magito does have the Maelstrom finish. He's building right towards that Mithril, right towards that BKB, probably afraid of this Invoker's damage. Like, what do you think is Ctrl-Alt, like, what are these Goonsquad's next timing actually? Let's go with Goonsquad first.
They have to, yeah, they can go to the Roshan right now, get the Roshan and start playing bottom, get this T2, and they can start breaching high ground. I feel like they have hit the timings now. If they do play the late game, then Raid King is going to be farming up a couple of more items. They need to double down on the lead and take the Roshan and start going bottom, because there is a bottom tower.
Do you think Roche is the play, or you think they're just going to wait for this for Magi to finish his BKB?
They can get the Roshan now, and they could even farm up for the BKB. They don't have to initiate the fight. This Roshan can be a farming Roshan, right? Just farm your items and then probably take a fight when there's like a minute left.
And apparently they've read your mind as
they are setting up for the Roshan.
Yes, they are. The rest of Goonsquad is going straight into Roshan. I mean, Yeah, I don't think they'll be able to get. Oh yeah, then again, they probably just spot it now and they realize, oh no, they're going for Roshan. Although, or not really though, they could just be farming. I think they're just really sticking together at this point. They're just that scared. Goonsquad. Okay, let's go on the other side of the map though, while the Roshan is going to especially go down. What's Ctrl-Alt-Defeat's next timing though? Like, what's the key for them to come back to this game?
I feel like this Invoker, he's got his Midas, he's getting his shot, which is pretty good. The EMP pole is pretty good. Honestly, the Timbersaw needs another one item. I think Lotus does seem to be a good item there against the Silence and the Ogre. It would help him tank up against the against the Void as well. So they need to get another item to go toe to toe at least. But I don't think it's going to come anytime soon, especially with the Roshan. The map is already like shortened for them, so they don't have the space.
Okay.
Yo, what's up? Hello.
Oh, sorry.
Some PSA. Just some technical things need to check on. One, please turn the thing on the left to net worth distribution by pressing Y. Two, minimize the camera on the right hand side. And four, zoom in a little bit on individual players. Maybe during team fights you can zoom out, but otherwise try to zoom in if you can. Yep. And also Aaron Zero needs to be turned up by a little bit. I send the things in the chat.
Yep, we see it. Knight, just turn up my volume. Yes. Right click on my name and then turn up my volume to like 130.
1 second. On Discord?
Yes, on Discord.
Yeah, there you go. 130, 140. Yeah.
All right.
And then
do you hear?
net worth and minimize the camera option on the right. Yeah. Thanks. Sorry guys.
All right.
Go
Thanks,
ahead.
man. Yes. Thanks, Krayos. I think we'll be seeing Krayos again for our Game 2 draft, or of course, if anything else happens on our stream, which is probably 1 to 2. This is Season 0 after all. It's not just a learning experience both for the mods and the admins of Phoenix Dota, but also for us casters and for the players as well. So we're going to experience a lot of technical difficulties as we continue through this season, but hopefully by the end we should be in a much better place than we were at the start. All 3 tier 2s are now down on the side of Ctrl-Alt-Defeat. And yeah, Goonsquad have used his ages to take over the map.
What do you think of the Roshan pickup on the Aegis pickup on the sniper? I felt like
Knightly is probably their most valuable hero, so like it just makes sense. Magido may be getting on, however, do they have enough? Probably not.
Times walk away.
He does manage to blink away and the war on as well. So now, I get the idea though that I think that's why he's rushing this Aghanims. Oh, he does have the Blacking Bar though, so he will have some protection against that next time. But the fact that they were able to draw him to like a half of his health is pretty good progress. Actually, it shows that control, even with the overwhelming advantage, Ctrl-Alt-Delete are not out of this yet. What do you think?
I think the game is still anyone's game, to be honest. They just have to like make a play. I feel like Ctrl-Alt-Delete is playing a bit too passive. They have to wait for the Roshan to expire and then start making some plays. Pick off the cores. I think a sniper pick off would be really good here. Sniper or the face this way.
True. I thought that, do they have the damage though at the moment? Although they will get a huge insurance as that Weebu is about to finish the Aghanim Scepter at some point. Smoke is used though by the side of Goonsquad. They're probably gonna hunt for someone. Though that someone is not there at the moment. As that Weebu making good use of these portals just to farm up and down each of the side jungles. And just staying out the side. He's actually been the top net worth for both. He's actually been the top net worth. So he's doing pretty well. If when you said that he's the win condition for Ctrl-Alt-Delete, that sounds pretty much right. That sounds about right. High ground siege though is coming as Knightly is starting to use that extended range and Mask of Madness to good use. Also picked up the Hurricane Pike. So at this point he's now focused on survivability, since he knows that there won't be as much gap close for this team. So about to see now. EMP Tornado does hit and it does remove Never's mana, but not so much Knightly, so he should be fine. 25 seconds left on this Aegis. Once this Aegis expires, though, do you think you go for it? Or you see him going for it?
Warrior is setting up for a chrono there. I think the play here is to like wait for them to initiate on the sniper and then counter initiate with a chrono. I think that seems to be like the play here.
Meanwhile, though, Tornado is casting on the EMP. However, the
chrono
does come in as well as that Black King bar. That leash was just way too late, and the war run managing to get everyone out. Buyback committed by Yuno already, but can they be able to get anything else? Aegis does expire though for Nightly, so they may have an opening. Unfortunately though, Nightly is just shredding these racks, so the top range racks fall pretty easily. Are they gonna go for it? Yes, they are. Yusak though is hit by the EMP and it gets stunned. However, there it is, the resurrect, and they do get Yusak. Disarm does not stop them, and the rest they're forced back off. Nightly though is still hitting at the they haven't been able to do anything to target this Nightly. They do get the support though, and the fortifications are up, but they just are unable to initiate anything, which I thought was really surprising. Tornado is hit as well. Meanwhile, just like running full tilt, just trying to catch something, anything. Nightly is in trouble. Nightly is low. Nightly is dead. Wicked sick kill streak given up. That Weebu does not have resurrect, mind you. He is in trouble. That Weebu is dead. Killing speed streak given up on his end as well. And all of a sudden, this Ctrl-Alt-Delete may not have enough damage. Defensive charge does end up falling. Remember, bought back. Is silenced. is saved because thanks to the arrival of Fomisho, Jong though falls, and Fomisho may be next to follow. Tornado though may have just saved this match, as well as that magic missile. So I don't think Never is gonna pursue this, but Never already with a heart and a Kaya-san, she's gonna be very, very beefy.
Something to note for the last fight, Raking didn't have his Ags. The courier was dead, so that was a bit of a disappointment for the team.
That's true. Like I think Wraith King with the Ags really would have turned the fight around.
Here's a problem. I see a lot of these position 1 Raid Kings get Ags early. Like, I think the play was to get something like an AC and then get the Ags. Rushing second item Ags, especially when you're losing like this hard, I feel like it wasn't the right play there.
True. I think at this juncture they really needed damage more than the utility that is Ags.
Because it's a position 1 Raid King, right? All the damage does depend on him. And I feel like he couldn't afford to.
I think Ags might have been a luxury item at this point. He would have needed something for damage, something like a Silver Edge or a Desolator. Might have been nice. Jongdo is in trouble. Jongdo gets silenced. He does get the Lotus Orb, but it will be enough. Jongdo is still alive. Swap though saves his life, as well as another stun, and there it is, the Chronosphere. And there it is. There's the Ag. There's the Ag getting full use. However, Jung ends up falling anyway, and Fomisho is about to fall him to the grave. Fomisho does die. Defensive charge dies as well. So the death will be delayed thanks to this Wraith King Ags, but that Weebu is forced to back off, and he is dead. This is actually an offlane Wraith King build.
It is.
I'm genuinely surprised. Yuno though is dead, and so is everyone else. Fomisho falls as well. Resurrect is used, but it won't be enough. Yes, Fomisho does end up joining Yuno in the afterlife, and I think this may be it for Team Ctrl-Alt-Delete. This seems now like it's Goonsquad's game to lose at this point. Yeah, but they don't have Resurrect. It's a Goonsquad is just running down this bot lane. I think what do you think? How fast do you think we're gonna get a GG?
I think it's anytime now. They're probably waiting for one more fight. The Invoker comes up and then probably try defending the mid racks or the top one. It does look hopeless. It does look hopeless for Ctrl-Alt-Delete though.
Ctrl-Alt-Delete, Ctrl-Alt stymied. Haha, I couldn't find anything for. I think we're gonna save that fun for when
for the next game.
This game is over. When this game is over, actually. So okay, Lotus Orb finally making good use. It does refract those ignites, but That Weebo though is in trouble. That Weebo does have Resurrect though, so it should be fine, but is it going to be enough? War Run is activated just to get never 3 position, and he hits the double edge, allowing him to come back to life. Swap, stun, and Never is out of position, Never goes into trouble. However, that heart just makes him so darn tanky. He's not able to do anything, and even takes Jung down with him. Jung is dead. There it is. That Weebo though does not have Resurrect, mind you. He is in trouble. The BKB is active. That Weebo, and there it is. That Weebo is dead. He does not have buyback from the looks of it. Yes, he does. Yes, he does have buyback. But unfortunately, Fumisho 1-2 doesn't though. Doesn't. It's Fumisho and Juno, and there it is.
The GG is called.
Alt-Delete finally admits defeat. They're tapping out of this one. GG. Goonsquad takes game number 1. What do you think of that series? What do you think of that game?
In terms of draft, I think Ctrl-Alt-Delete had the upper advantage. It's just the execution was kind of poor. Goonsquad just like dominated the lanes and then just started playing as fire. So props to them for having a better coordination compared to Ctrl-Alt-Delete.
True. That is true. Yes. Goonsquad basically translated pretty much winning all 3 lanes handily, and then just closing off the map, forcing Ctrl-Alt-Delete to try to salvage whatever farm they can. But yes, I think I do agree with your point earlier that Ctrl-Alt-Delete played a lot passively than a team that was behind there. I probably wish that this team would have gone more aggressive and just tried to get something, anything. I don't know. If you were to nominate an MVP for this game, just for this game,
I would. It's a tough choice. It's either between Centaur or the Sniper. Sniper dominated the lane super hard. Like we did see the last hit difference, right? Invoco sitting at 6 last hits at 5 minutes, compared to Sniper's 30-ish.
Yeah.
I feel like it is more like a team effort. Like Sniper dominated the lane, Centaur dominated the lane. I would probably give it to Centaur. Like I'm a safe lane player, so like if I see a good off laner, then I'm gonna give credit to that. Like Centaur did play well, and his ultis are on point. Like there are a lot of counter initiations with that. So I think Centaur should be the MVP, I guess.
Right now. Yeah. As for me, if I were to nominate an MVP, I'd actually have to give it to the Centaur as well. Especially those war run saves.
They were on point, right?
Yeah, multiple war run saves by Ame, or by this Centaur, which pretty much keeps keeps his faces void alive. So pretty good stuff from the side of Squad. Meanwhile, Ctrl-Alt-Delete goes back to the drawing board. So what did you think? What did you think was Ctrl-Alt-Delete's biggest problem here in this game? Was it losing the lanes? Was it on the draft?
I think in terms of draft, they were slightly favored. Even though I did feel like it's just like they put everything in one bucket. Just put it on Raid King. So if Raid King pops off, they're gonna have a good game. If he doesn't, then this is what's gonna happen. Like because Raid King does counter the void, but we did see how bad the other lanes went for them, for in terms of Ctrl-Alt-Delete. So I feel like he had to be ahead, which he didn't. So yeah, going ahead, I feel like even the Midas cost him the Midas was pretty greedy, to be honest. Could have rushed an armlet into a Radiance. If I was the Raid King, I think I would. Game 2, I would feel like I would be less greedy and go for items that does contribute to early game skirmishes.
All right. Well, actually, we do they do edit the player list though, so that just looks a lot better. Yeah, this looks a lot better. Thanks to you, the man. All right. Anyway, so as we enter into this game 2, I think we'll be heading to game 2 immediately. So no caster's break for us. By the way, Knight, do you have any water on you?
I don't.
Okay, you should probably get some because this is hold on. I'm gonna pause asking. Yes. Oh, by the way, I need to ping Kraos.
get the analysis man in there, right?
Let me check. Okay, there you go. Oh, by the way, we will also have our winner and loser interview. So, I suggest questions, but we'll do that after the game, though. I believe this is a best of 2 series between Goonsquad and Ctrl-Alt-Delete, Ctrl-Alt-Defeat. So, we'll definitely pull someone from both teams. Okay. All right. So, going into game 2, as Ctrl-Alt-Defeat end up getting second pick while Goonsquad get Radiant once again. So, okay. Okay, so I guess it'll just be the two of us. All right. So no Kraos for game 2. As we're getting pretty much a repeat of the last game. Goonsquad getting the Radiant once more, and Ctrl-Alt-Defeat picking up the second pick. So hopefully we might see. I think now that we have a good grasp of both teams, this should be better as we enter a problem with. Okay, yeah, it's just Valve being Valve. So let's remember that Valve is only a poor indie company. Okay, there you go. Never mind. Valve is okay again. Love you, Gabe.
Shout out to Gabe.
Yes. Shout out to our Lord and Savior, Gabe Newell. Please release Frostivus the quickest at any time soon. First bans are coming in, and Ctrl-Alt-Defeat immediately banning out this Nature's Prophet. Oh, what did you think of that one?
It was a good ban. Nature's Prophet did like move around the map, was a menace, so I think it is a good ban. Like,
all right, yeah, actually, I think the Nature's Prophet did make really good rotations really early. I think it's around like level 2-3 started rotating even to the mid as well, so just really shut down anything they were trying to get in lane. So removing him does make sense. Goonsquad back to the usual bans. They banned the PB and the Konka. So meanwhile, Ctrl-Alt-Defeat banning out the Axe. Why Axe?
could be they're planning to pick something like a PA or some illusion heroes. Like Axe does counter a lot of right clickers, so they might be thinking of picking some.
True. However, Center War Runners still in the pool. If Goonsquad feel up to it, they can pick it up again.
If I was Ctrl-Alt-Defeat, I wouldn't let them pick the Centaur. Like Centaur did a lot of work right from the get-go. They instead ban out the
Dawnbreaker. So interesting bans from Ctrl-Alt-Defeat must be going for a specific comp rather than just doing what worked for Goonsquad last game. Why? These are two offlane bans though. Like they're target banning this, they're target banning Never Zeros. Interesting. What do you think of those?
Dawnbreaker, I feel like, is one of the most underrated offlaners. I think a lot of people don't respect Dawnbreaker. The hero, the global impact it has, right? It's just amazing. Like you can turn on the fights. So
Goonsquad finishing up with the Bristleback and picking up Team Spirit Breaker. The hero that helped. Oh no, it's no longer Team Spirit Breaker. They removed the team now. So I think it was after Yatoro went to the Valve offices and said that no one was working there. So right. Valve was like, "Screw you! We're removing your Spirit Breaker privileges now." Picking up the Spirit Breaker first. So once again, another global. Defeat needs to mind their global, and they pick
Interesting. They pick up the Grimstroke
again, though. I mean, I didn't really remember defensive chart particularly popping off with the Grimstroke though. So what did you think of these first picks?
I think Ctrl-Defeat is just playing around their comfort heroes. Compared to Goonsquad, I think where they're picking heroes that are pretty much universal. Like the first game we had NP who could move on the map. Spirit Breaker, same thing. Like they do focus on the position 4 heavily. So
true though. I think there was 2 games that they picked their offlane an offlane hero. Like Spirit Breaker could be a flex as well. What do you think of this? So Grimstroke, you feel is a comfort pick though.
Yeah, because
Although-
I didn't see the Grimstroke, like you said, popping off last game. So it has to be a comfort pick. Because Grimstroke Raking is a good combo, right? Like you, like 2 stuns plus it's a basic lane. Like you use your third spell and then the stun from Raking. So
That is true.
Centaur, they banned Centaur themselves.
Okay, they remove the centaurs. Now that's the part where you realize, oh right, centaur's still in the pool. Centaur, yeah, that is true. Centaur is still in the pool.
Goonsquad just
There you
banned
go.
it.
Oh yes, Goon Squad removing the centaur and the dazzle though. So it's more of Goon Squad denying Ctrl-Alt-Delete the centaur. It's like, oh, you see how we pilot it? Yeah, you're not gonna be able to do that.
But interesting ban on the dazzle though. Like there isn't.
Yeah.
I feel like oh, this is
True,
Spectre
though.
coming up pretty early.
Okay, so Spirit realized it's gonna be a Spirit Breaker. They decided to go comfort once again, picking up the Spectre. They also banned this Faceless Void though, so they're really avoiding this like team fight heavy comp. Probably looking to be more of a ganking, more active team. And I think with the Spectre, this should allow Ctrl-Alt-Delete to be more active in the early game.
Yeah, definitely. The global presence is going to be there with the new haunt. Like, so every time it's down, they can pretty much fight.
True, true. Because it'll ensure that you won't have, which I feel is gonna be, this is gonna be that we boost hero. He's not gonna be stuck in the jungle all the time farming. Be able to have the presence in team fights finally. Goon Squad really going to their reserve time though. What are they? What do you think they're planning?
Probably the offlaner because I think he doesn't have many options right now because BB's out, Centaur's out, Axe, BB, Kunka. So I think they are spending a lot of time on him to see what he's getting. Interesting
You know
PA.
who is out though? Phantom Assassin. Well, then again, just like you pick the carry, so might as well respond with the carry pick of our own. But they do pick the PA though. What did you think of this PA pick?
To be honest, the shard on the PA is pretty good against the Spectre. The break does have a lot of impact against the Spectre. Especially but like the early blade mail could go either ways. Early blade mail on Spectre means PA has to play a bit more careful, has to depend on the BKB. So, but it does have a free break, right? PA does have the shard break, so it's an answer to the Spectre in a way.
But then again, we might see this Spectre play a lot more actively than the PA is gonna be, unless the PA, of course, picks up like Orb of Corrosion or something. But Goon Squad follow it up with the Undying, so that's gonna help the PA secure his lane.
Yeah, I think this Undying could be a 3 as well. I feel like it's a flex pick to be honest, like because Undying does do pretty well against Spectre in lane. Spectre doesn't like losing her stats. She doesn't have enough right click damage as it is. So this Undying can go either way, and I feel like he's a very strong laner. So we'll have to see how they manage against this Undying. Yeah.
Roll out the feet, taking their time once again with it. Taking their time with this one. Entering into reserve. Probably looking for something that might jive with the Spectre. Or at least, because I think there's going to be a Grimstroke Spectre lane. So now the task is you need an offlane that's going to initiate, am I correct?
Yeah, they need an offlaner that's gonna work well with the Spectre ulti. Like, since they need someone who can frontline and Spectre can come join in the fights and just TP out.
True, true.
Ah,
That offlaner it may or may not be Snapfire.
pretty good against the
Snapfire.
Tombstone. Pretty good against
Yeah.
Tombstone. So, a natural
I
counter.
think this is going to be like this Snapfire just going to lane where the
Undying goes.
Undying is going to be. Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. So this could either be a 4 or a 5.
Both the teams do have a flex, so we don't have anything set in the stone except the carry.
I think yes. I think carry and probably support. Like
Yeah.
I think it's going to be a this Grimstroke's definitely gonna be support unless we see a Grimstroke off lane. Waka waka. But Control out defeat. The last time they picked here, they picked up the Invoker. This time though, they probably decouch actually. This is a team that needs some sort of setup. They don't have any like legit stuns.
Oh, that's Magnus.
Okay.
That's good.
And there you go, one of the most legit stuns in the game. RP Magnus is here. And based on just past history alone, I would 100% say this is a Yuno hero. Like, this 100% Yuno is gonna play this one.
I feel like this Magnus is more of a deny pick. It was good for Goonsquad along with the PA. So I feel like it is more like a deny pick. And
Partly. I think, yeah. Also, you might pick up the Spectre. We'll have the Spectre farm.
and the Necro
Goonsquad retaliates, though, with the Necrophos. So, another one of those mid heroes. So now, all of a sudden, you have to think to yourself, does this Control-Alt-Delete squad have enough damage to kill anyone at this point?
I think the sustain from Undying Necro is gonna go a long way in fights. Necro does have, the aura which does counter all the strength heroes. So I think for now, Goonsquad seems like they have an answer to. They have a hero that roams around. They have a carry that can fight, and Necro that can sustain. They need. If I was Ctrl-Alt-Delete, I would pick something that can have some sort of a burst against the Necro and the PA.
Goonsquad banning out the Viper immediately, probably one of the lanes Necrophos does not like to go up against. So I think they're just trying to secure this Necro's lane. Meanwhile, Control-Alt-Delete, we'll get an idea of what they're gonna ban out. But again, this is a pair of flex picks. Undying Necro can also go off lane, can also this Undying can go support. Necro can go mid or can go off lane. So Control-Alt-Delete ban out the CM. So they're assuming that this Undying Necrophos is going to be core picks. What do you think?
It could be. That's the good thing about their draft is like it's pretty flexible. So I do feel like Goonsquad wouldn't have picked the CM there. So I don't know what Control-Alt-Delete was thinking about, because a last pick CM we haven't seen that much around. So
True though, true. And like CM is it would be a weird. It's not really meta actually. Like you probably expect another pick though from Control-Alt-Delete. They do hedge their options by picking up the puck, or just banning out the puck. So if you don't have enough catch for it, which is fair. They're kind of just banning heroes they don't want to go up against. So makes me wonder, why would you not want to go up against Crystal Maiden?
exactly right. Like you have a Spectre who can just jump onto the CM. You have a Magnus who can score the CM back. It's pretty interesting.
Beastmaster is banned out by Goonsquad though. So that does make sense. You don't really have anyone that can kill the zoo.
Do you think this Magnus is an offlane pick? I feel like it's an offlane pick. I don't think it's a hero.
Personally, I think we could go both ways. We can see this Magnus go off lane. On the other hand, this is one of Yuno's signature heroes though. So I also feel this also could be a Magnus mid. Like it's kind of difficult to place this one. Meanwhile, for Goonsquad, you can kind of really tell who goes where because the pretty obvious heroes. 5 seconds left for Goonsquad. They better pick up something fast, and they do. And it's the Rubik. So I think we're getting either a Rubik off lane, which is possible.
Could be a Rubik mid as well.
Yes, we also get Rubik mid as well. Since there's a lot of good spells to steal here. You have RP, you have the Kisses, you have the Haunt, and you have Soulbind as well. Like lots of good stuff Rubik can steal. Meanwhile, Control-Alt-Delete. Last hero, what do you think? What do you
I think they need something that can burst the Necro and PA, something like a Lina would do. Lina's pretty solid here. Can take care of the Tombstone, can burst the Necro and the PA.
True. Are they gonna go? Yeah, we can also consider that. This would also shift Magnus to the off lane as well. I think they're giving like this last pick to Jung. Probably just hoping that Jung will be able to make more of an effect in this game than he did in the previous one. 9 seconds left. Control-Alt-Delete. Final pick. It is
Tiny into
Tiny.
Interesting into Necro Undying. That's pretty interesting.
Yes, and Yuno does end up picking up the Tiny though. So, and by the way, our predictions were correct. This is a core Rubik. This is going to be a Rubik mid. All right, so drafts are in. Based on this draft alone, which team do you favor?
I give it to Goonsquad. It's
Okay.
very good. You know, like this team is all like it's all on the ultis, right? They connect the ultis, they win fights. But I don't think that's gonna happen. I don't think Goonsquad is gonna let that happen. And RP into a haunt into a Snapfire's ulti, I don't think that's gonna happen.
Yeah, personally, I actually have to agree. Like Goonsquad's draft seems a lot simpler to execute than
Exactly.
Control-Alt Delete's.
The
So
execution is
like,
pretty simple.
this is gonna take a lot of really good coordination from Control-Alt-Delete to be able to pull this wombo combo off. I see it. I see it. I see the combo. I'm just wondering how this team can just pull it off. All right, now based on the drip game alone, which team do you favor?
Drip, I would say control defeat. The Spectre does look good. Um, I would say it's kind of hard, right? Like Rubik has a pretty good set as well along with the Arcana.
Like it's like two Arcanas though.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's two Arcanas on the side of Goonsquad, so let's not take it lightly. But at the same time, you know one thing though that would like push it to Goonsquad's favor, the fact that defensive chart is naked. That Grimstroke. Just look.
Oh, we do have
Alright.
to spectate the game.
That game is live. Alright, let us introduce the teams on both sides. On the side of the Radiant, we have Goonsquad, Wagin the Phantom Assassin, Never on the Necrophos, Goat AI Herald on the Spirit Breaker, Yusak on the Undying, and Nightly on the Rubik. On the side of the Dire, we have Team Ctrl-Alt-Delete, that Weebu on the Spectre, Yuno on the Tiny, Jung on the Magnus, Fumisho on the Snapfire, and defensive chart on the Grimstroke. Both teams have smoked up and they're probably looking to get first blood. I mean, I like this though. Like I like Ctrl-Alt-Delete being a lot more aggressive here, right out the gate as compared to where they were last game. Same though with Goonsquad. Goonsquad positioning themselves up here, probably looking to spot someone. So both teams had the same idea actually.
I think we have to close the game. I've remember
yeah.
the delay. Yeah, so
Oh yeah, hold on.
you
We're gonna have to. Oh yeah, right.
yeah, you just can click watch game.
But then again, we did introduce them anyways, so that should be okay. There you are. All right. Let us hop back in. Okay, so we're back here in this in like the pre-game. Then again, like I think this game pretty much is already like set in zone. It's already set, so we should be fine. As we enter the final picks. All right, so while waiting for the game on our end to start, finally, tell us a bit more about Knight. Like you said that you were a pause one player. What kind of pause ones do you prefer playing?
I am not a fan of this. I'm not a meta picker, to be honest. So, because you know, meta keeps changing. You pick heroes. Like I played just a couple of CK games, so I'm not a follower of a meta, to be honest. But I feel like I do play whatever is needed. Like I play your usual carries, your TBs, your PO, your PAs and stuff. So I do play what is required by the team. So like, I don't have any sort of preference.
Do you consult YouTubers to improve your skill?
I do have a friend of mine who's immortal. I do ask him some tips like how to play the game and how to improve and stuff here and there. So
Wow,
shout out to
that
him.
has one personal coach. Shout out to your friend.
Yeah,
This plans to get famous too. Wow. No, go ahead. We'll give you this time to shout out your friend.
Yeah, shout out to him. He is busy grinding himself to he's going through a pretty bad patch because of the games. So yeah.
Oh man, that is unfortunate. So shout out to Knight's friend. Hopefully you manage to get your MMR back anytime soon. I think.
I think you never know what the Dota goes are up to.
Yeah, that's true. And it goes around, comes around. That's the case here for Dota. By the way, going through this drift once again. So yes, Goonsquad does have 2 Arcanas on this side. You have McGee's, although McGee's more of a Persona actually. They have a Persona and 1 Arcana. That's Knightly's. Meanwhile, Ctrl-Alt-Delete does have Jong has the full Immortal set. That we both, I guess, the Immortal Treasure. This Grimstroke is just naked. I'm sorry. Even with
Zero
this,
drip.
even with the Immortal staff, it's just naked, man. Well, for me, shows Snapfire is fine though, because like Snap doesn't really have that much skins, and the skins in the market is like really expensive. So yeah, I can deal with that. You know, though, not even having the Persona, for shame.
He does seem to have the weapon though. The weapon looks cool, so sure.
No. That's actually just the base set. Like the red crystal one is actually just the base set, so like it's not even that impressive. You,
Oh,
you hope to get the immortal one, which is like the glowing branch. Yeah. Never though does have the pay to lose item. That is.
Pay to lose.
Yeah, no, really, because like thanks to that item, you get to see who is affected by Necrophos's aura. So therefore, you get to see, like, you get to gauge for yourself like the range for the hero. Like, okay, I have to beat this. You have to be. I can be like just near enough that I can harass him, but not that I can catch the that aura on this person. We've already introduced the team, so we're not going to do that anymore. And we both know that they're just going to conga line. Both teams are going to conga line all the way to their respective opposite jungles, hoping to get a pick off, but that's probably not going to happen. So that's pretty much it when it comes to us in the future. That's like that's pretty much the. Check.
A bit of a change here in terms of how they go approach the boundary runs. Control-Alt-Defeat, trying to get into their jungle, the opponent's jungle, and try to get a pick off.
And on the other side, same thing with
the Goonsquad. Right.
Goonsquad though realize that okay, there's no one here. We should probably just start establishing vision. Spirit Breaker. This Goat AI Herald immediately going for it. That blue ward blocking this dark side camp, or this yes, Total Defeats camp. And yep, unlike last game where Goonsquad got like 2 kills immediately, we're not gonna see that kind of fireworks from the side of both teams actually, as bounty runes are pretty much equal, and we enter the laning phase. Now, last game, lost heavily against Knightly. This game, do you think it stands a better chance?
I feel like they do stand a better chance. The Spectre is going to be active if played right. I think if he doesn't go for the Radiance build, I feel like he does have a good chance. A quick Blade Mail, Manta Skadi feels like he's got to put him up there. So let's see how he does against the Undying in lane though, because Undying is going to be a pretty hard laner to lane against.
And although the Undying is paired, like, yes, the Undying is bottom though, so they do end up matching Fumisho to the same lane as Yusak. So Yusak's going to be trying to keep this lanes balanced out and give McGee the space to farm. That's multiple. That's the first time he's managed to hit a multiple man decay though, so this bot lane should be fine. Or the mid lane, yeah, so far so good. It's actually so far so good for he's only 2 behind, unlike last game. He's keeping up. He's keeping up. Over the top lane, that weep is falling low thanks to this death pulse by Never though, but Never does end up backing off. While that weep is still getting those last hits. Ish. He only had 2, so unfortunate. Are they gonna go at Never? He does get hit with the stroke of fate, but Never survives. Multiple, but he is out though. He is out of mana, but he does have the Heartstopper aura. But see, this is why I told you. This is why it's pay to lose. Charge is used by Go, and as well as the Ink Swell. Will it be enough? They do miss the Spectral Dagger though, and the Stroke of Fate. So now that we will also be in trouble. Never though is forced to activate the stick to stay alive. The defensive chart is in trouble. Defensive chart is forced to run. Goat does not have. However,
One more hit.
so is Never. Never has one more death pulse. Never can
Gets-
escape, but not before that we gets him burst. Burst blood goes to the side of Ctrl-Alt-Delete. And now this game is starting off much better, unless it doesn't for that Weeboo, because Goat AI Herald avenges his offlane and takes that Weeboo down with him. So we just need to be a lot more active. I mean, yeah, they do get the first blood, but it came at the cost though. That Weeboo, so that might have delayed their game.
I think Goonsquad would be happy with the trade. A position 3 for 1. I feel like it's a good trade.
True, but Control did get first blood though, so it's something that they should be happy about.
True.
Yeah, and look at the mid lane for example. Like Yuno is not losing badly. Like, I think this mid lane is gonna be about even, since experience wise. Is he gonna try for this with Knight? No, he doesn't have the. He has one level of toss, but no unit to target with that. So he's gonna be forced to back off. Meanwhile, the bot lane, you were back by. Oh, yes, I was right. You were back. Meanwhile, though, the Tombstone is dropped. Young is dropping low. A shockwave to try and get away, as well as a stick pop. Will it be enough to save Young? Yes, it will. As he managed to retreat to the safety of his tower, but another close call. Over in the top lane.
Oh, good Cookie.
Cookie and Jung is dead. So from good Cookie to dead Magnus.
Tip comes out the way. That's interesting.
Like so far, like I get that the initial plan was to have him, but he's not really leveling this little shredder. Like we thought that he would be there to be able to break the tombstone, but he's not leveling his little shredder actually, putting 2 points in the scatter blast. Probably hoping for like an earlier kill instead of like just being a tombstone buster, as you were wanting. Alright. Never mind.
Oh,
That Weeb was going hard at defensive chart. Defensive chart is in trouble. Defensive chart is trapped by Never and Goat AI Herald. Defensive chart is dead. That Weeboo is now in trouble. It's like 5 seconds away from the Spectre that he does have a death pulse chasing after him. Are they gonna keep up this pursuit? No, they are not. They back off. So yes, they do get the first blood, but now that's 3 straight kills going to the side of Goonsquad. Goonsquad once again probably win to stop lane. They may win a lot more after that Weeboo gets hit with both the charge and a death pulse. Meanwhile, on the mid lane, Fumisho rotates. He's chasing after Knightly. Scatterblast, it only grazes him, and Knightly is able to back off. Meanwhile, on the bot lane, realizing that he's alone. Jong is so close. He's so close. Is he gonna get the deny? Yes, he does get the deny. What a play by.
The dagger did help him slow down the Magnus though, so shout out to the dagger.
Yes, well, late dagger by McGee. So McGee does manage to save his life. Does manage to, does end up saving. Just or at least not giving him the kill. But so far, like I think Young looks more comfortable with this one. As oh wow, he dodged. He does land the Paris now, but he dodges the scatter blast. That is unfortunate for Fumisho. Meanwhile, a shockwave skewer doesn't really work on that. Really work that time. But he's forced to back off. 6 minute runes coming in. You know though it is hit with the charge. I Herald is coming in. However, the avalanche maybe just enough to liberate. Toss though comes in and steals the avalanche as well. Yuno is dead, and just like that, Goonsquad is firmly in control once again. Great rotation from Goat AI Herald.
And Rubik hit level 6 first, so he did get to steal the stun. And that's 3 levels of stun, that's like 350 damage right there. So it did help him burst out the tiny.
That is correct. And this time they did get the first blow, but Yuno's gonna go for it. It's like, nope. Yuno unfortunately may have landed it on the wrong target, so it doesn't get nightly. Fumito will just rotate. Avalanche though does come in. Are they gonna try and get Yuno? No. Because Fumisho is here and Fumisho's like, I'm gonna save you, my friend. Inkswell does come in though. Do they have the damage to kill? Never. Never mind. Defensive chart ends up getting him first, and now getting killed first. Defensive chart is in trouble, and now Jongdo does come in. Is he will we see enough? Yes, it does. The skewer just enough to kill Never, and now Goat AI Herald may be in trouble. Great rotation from Jong. Whoops. Oh no, the fire snap was just a second too late. And I got the idea, but unfortunately, the fire snap unable to stop the TP, and yeah.
Yeah, look at the Spectre's build here. Like, he's going for the Blade Mill into Radiance. What do you think of that?
Wow, that's not going for Urn, going straight for the Radiance though. So I get it though. He's level 6, not gonna be able to get anytime soon. Goat is charging right at Jung, maybe looking for a kill now. He does have Skewer. Never mind, there it is. Oh no. But he does get the Skewer, but he ends up dragging Never right behind him.
He doesn't get the charge though.
Bruno dies as well. So yeah, this has been another disaster laning stage. This time largely due to botched rotations by the side of Ctrl-Alt-Delete. Like both defensive chart and the Fumisho were in the mid, and yet they were unable to keep alive. Meanwhile, that Weeb is in trouble. He does get hit with another strike, but he backs off. Jongdo is here. Are they going to attempt something with this? Maybe not. But guess what? It is as we predicted again. Never is once again handily winning this top lane. What do you think of that one, Knight?
I think it's 2 games in a row he's been hitting 4K net worth in less than 10 minutes. That's pretty impressive of him. But then again, he's been given 2 heroes that are pretty dominant. Necro is a lane dominator, Centaur is a lane dominator. And Spectre is a weak laner, right? So that does go in favor of
Jongdo is in trouble. He gone up by everyone. Jong gets lifted. Jong gets fire, gets up cookie. Jong is able to get out, but the dagger and that decay finally coming in play. Jong falls. But yeah, once again, Goonsquad winning this top lane handily. Now they can have and now they can have both Goat AI Herald also make rotations here in the bot lane. Once again closing out the map.
I feel like it's a repetition of game 1. You see the Necro playing the same part of the map, and that Weeb is just playing the same part of the map as well. It feels like a repetition from game 1.
Actually, yes, that is correct. As
Yuno does rotate though to the top lane.
You don't have enough though. He only has he has 4 levels of Avalanche, yes, but he doesn't have much. So meanwhile, that Weeb is being gone on heavily, but the Avalanche maybe has to save his life. Avalanche Abatos.
Oh
strike.
no.
That Weeb is dead, and that is with a pair of TPs. There's a TP coming in from Johnson. Jong may be in no man's land. Tombstone is up, but once again placed on the high ground. So I think it was really good of them that they picked up this Undying pick and baited them into picking up the Snapfire. So.
I still don't understand what the game plan of this Grimstroke is, because he's just moving around the map doing nothing. What is he thinking here?
Probably a double hunt. I don't know. I think it, like you said, comfort. Problem though is that so far RP has been used. However, Yuthak is in range. Managed to get the chase.
A good silencer.
Never is dead. That Weeb is a bit of a spot of trouble. Silence is used. Yusak also activating his Flesh Golem. He is going to be a very tanky boy. There's a chart though. Finally comes in. As well as the Shadow Step. Yusak though is quite tanky. The Shockwave will be enough. Yusak does die. And just like that, they get 2 big kills, including 1 on the core. Maybe Control coming back.
P is having a good lane, right? She's just farming the Valkyrie. She's gonna hit the timing soon, and yeah.
It is true though. He's only about 1,100 gold away from his Valkyrie. So you have very, very fast Valkyrie. And And McGee has just been like untouched this entire game.
That is true indeed. He does seem to have a good lane. So.
And now once again that mid lane falls and is playing from behind once again. Farming up the blink dagger though, so they do spot out Nightly. So what Yusak though is here. I'm not sure if they're gonna be able to get anything out of this. They do spot out, they get the cookie, they get the skewer, and they get the abatos and even the scatter blast. So good kill, but I felt that they probably should have been aiming for Nightly instead.
Interesting choice on that. Like he does have a dig in one there. Does further help with the burst, I guess.
True. But I think it's hard to see this combo like really come to life though. Yeah, so it used to kill the boss 5, but at this point, just to give this team any synergy, probably gonna work out for them. Let's look at what Goonsquad is doing right now. Never does have the Yules, so the Yules is probably mainly for that silence by defensive charge. Goat AI going just full on movement speed. He does have the wind lace, doesn't have anything queued up so at the moment. Meanwhile, on the other side, we have Jing going also straight for this. Is gonna be a blink dagger game, actually. So I think like the next big timing for Ctrl-Alt-Delete is simply blink dagger. What do you think is Goonsquad's next big timing?
The Battle Fury BKB feels like the BKB is a pretty big timing for the PA and for Goonsquad in general, because they don't care about the blade mirror, right? PA just jumps on and then grabs a kill or two.
They do spot out Nightly and Yusak chilling here on the dire triangle. Are they gonna pursue anything? Maybe not, because both does cancel his charge and both things back off. But I think we're getting another repeat of game 1 where you have defensive charges roaming on the map doing nothing.
Yeah, exactly. It just feels like and I feel like Spectre, like you see the shadow step hasn't been used. It feels like it's been used now.
Never mind, it's been used now. It never has been killed, but that is a 5-man rotation. So meanwhile, they're just taking towers. Like, Goonsquad be like, okay, you can have these kills. We're just gonna take objectives, though. Like for as aggressive as I'd like Ctrl-Alt-Delete to be, or defeat to be, they're not going after this PA. Like you said that you wanted defeat to be more aggressive. They're playing almost the same as they did in game 1.
And it's kind of surprising because I think game 2 they do have a better draft, a fast-paced draft, with the Magnus, Tiny, and the Spectre. So it's kind of interesting how they've just gone back to how they played game 1.
Then again, they do have the dagger now on Nunos, so they're probably going to be looking for someone to hunt. Probably aiming for this from McGee, but McGee though is safely boosted up. But they are going to converge at some point though. Are they able to get this kill? They spot him out? Oh no!
Oh, the blur.
No!
Oh,
By inches. Like, and then a second smoke has been used this time. They're just really trying their hardest to hunt for McGee, but McGee sneaks away. What a move. They do spot up on a target though, and that's this Nightly, which means it's portal time. There's some fun with portals. Do this part of the Nightly, the smoke is broken by Goat though. However, they do spot of the Nightly, they do get everything. The Abatos, the Shadow Step, and the kill. Nightly is dead.
This is what I was talking about, right? It's always the Spectre can join the fight anytime, so...
True, and now with this Empower, he will have a farming mechanism in order to build up to that Radiance. So these won't be like just passively farming, he'll be able to show up the fights this time. Meanwhile though, what a play though from not only getting the stack, but also just being able to evade a 4-man smoke. Like, kudos. Kudos, McGee.
Kudos to you indeed.
Gabe Newell is smiling down on the board tonight. Take over with it.
So I feel like what do you think of the game plan here for Goonsquad? Like they wait for the PA to PA is just going for the desolator, so I feel like she's delaying the BKB by a bit.
True. They do spot out never though. So are they gonna go for this? No, they don't. Both teams end up backing off. I mean, they're probably disappointed. Oh no, our stocks are gone. But yeah, they're probably looking for McGee's PA to finish off his Battle Fury, his BKB. They do spot out Yuzak and take him out. No, so again, this pick-off lineup is getting results, but this team's also not really playing efficiently. Like they're just four of them grouped up.
Yeah, I feel like this Grimstroke can be doing a lot more than what he's doing right now. Right now he's just like he's pretty much just using the E on Inkswell on the Magnus or the Tiny. That's all he's been doing. So
They're farming for the Dark Portrait though. Do you think he's gonna be able to reach the Dark Portrait by the late game?
if he does get that, it's a good pickup against the PA. So I feel like it's still a very far. It's pretty far away, to be honest. Like if he gets lucky couple of kills, then I feel like it's gonna accelerate his goal there. So, but I feel like he should be getting some sort of a defensive item first. It's a position 5 like with the Aethel Lens Ags. That's kind of griefy. I feel like the PA is just gonna jump. Like if you're the PA, right, you'll be thinking of bursting down the Grim. Especially when, like, yeah, I feel like a goal. I feel like a Ghost Scepter would have been nice. Like, even a Lotus would have been much better against the Necro and the Spirit Breaker. So,
alright, another 4-man smoke. They do spot out Nightly. Are they gonna go for him? Yes, they do, because they get the RP, the skewer, and everything. So it's taking all 5 heroes just to kill a single one of Goonsquad. So like, I think Goonsquad takes the trade.
I mean, it's a Rubik is still a core, right? So it's a core Rubik. I feel like it's okay trade. Like it's a fair trade, I guess. Like you take off the Rubik, who's a core, so
true, but also gives space. They're still not able to catch McGee though. Secret Agent McGee, just
McGee's, I think he does have the diso now.
Though, Yuzak caught out once again. He gets stunned up and he gets taken down. Yuzak dies, and yeah, this is Ctrl-Alt-Delete actually looking way more impressive here in game 2. Like, what changed?
Like I said, the Spectre does help with the fights. Like, you know, the first game they were playing 4v5, where the Raid King had to farm his items. This game they're playing much more active, and shouldn't forget the Yuno, who does play a bit more aggressive this game compared to the last game where he was farming his Midas. I feel like the Tiny definitely does contribute to a lot to these ganks.
True. Yeah, however, Never's also building his own Radiance, so it's like he sees Weebu and like, you're not the only one who can build a Radiance, good sir. So, and I think this Radiance is gonna be really good against this like Blink Dagger heavy lineup.
Plus, and true, and then they don't have a natural MKB builder as well, so the Radiance mischance is going to be pretty effective.
Yeah, there you go. They do spot out. Oh wow, and the stun as well. The double stun. Let's be able to get out. Oh, he gets the soul bind, but the soul bind is pretty late.
There you go.
Chart does end up falling anyway.
PA, that's a Deso reveal right there by the PA.
Oh yes. Oh yeah, he does pick up the Deso first. So he realizes, okay, BKB, we need it.
I mean, this is what I was talking about, right? You rush Ags on the Grim. I feel like a Ghost System would be much more. Like, PA cannot burst you if you have the Ghost System, like, unless she gets a lucky crit.
True. Which is like way later in the game. So like him going for Ags off the bat.
Yeah, that's
not really farming for it. Like once again, they're just giving Weebu all the time in the world to farm.
I don't understand the thought process behind this because it's a position 5 Grimstroke. I feel like there are better items to get. I mean, Axe is good against the PA, but not as a first item.
True. And now Goonsquad are pretty much grouped up. They don't want another They want to constantly keep being picked off by the side of Ctrl-Alt-Delete. Now they're starting to really begin to pressure this bottom tier 2. The question is though, does Ctrl-Alt-Delete go for it? What do you think?
I think Spectre with the Radiance up is going to output a lot of damage in fights. I feel like PA should go to the Aegis to get the Roshan and then go high ground. They do have a Disco, so the Roshan is going to be easy.
Tombstone is launched, probably just to stop Jung from being able to enter. Smoke though is used as well as to fortify. Meanwhile, the tower really started to go to town on this Tombstone.
Magnus is looking for an RP there, so.
Yes, he may have found it, and he gets it! Up 3-man RP!
That's okay, Sand
What? Yes.
That's a good RP by Jung.
What an RP. Picture perfect. Like,
I feel like Goonsquad didn't respect Ctrl-Alt-Delete there. I feel like pretty much grouped up against their Magnus that's not showing on the map. So
true. And like, but still, that was like that
was a good RP. That was a good, amazing RP. 3-man RP into Skewer, into Mortimer Kisses.
Skewer into Kisses as well. So like, when we said that the draft was a bit harder to execute, it required a bit more coordination. Like so far,
it's
we're
been good.
finding that coordination from Ctrl-Alt-Delete. Yeah, but what do you think though? Like, we did say at the start of this game that Goonsquad's draft was simpler.
Yeah, simpler to execute because seeing from game 1, we did see Goonsquad executing their draft pretty good, right? So I was more leaning towards that, but I feel like the last fight kind of completely changed my thought process there. Spectre does scale well into the late game, so it can go anyways now. Like,
yeah, none of them still bidding MKB though. So
I mean, Spectre is not a MKB carrier, so
they're also not respecting this PA. I'm thinking that since Poggi spent most of his game farming, like,
I mean, a Blackthorn can come later out for the Spectre, which is good against the Necro and the PA, so we'll see how he plays, how he itemizes.
True. Also, I like how like Goonsquad realizes, okay, that's 2 big ults down. We can get aggressive and start trying to take objectives again.
I mean, this team definitely does prioritize objectives. Like, we saw them going for the Roshan game 1 and the early towers, T1, T2, so a skewer attempt that Necro is almost done with the Radiance. It's going to be a good pop spike there for Goonsquad.
Oh yeah. Actually though, okay, so yeah, I think now that also comes upon with timing as well. That they all have like big ults. Oh my god, is he going for it? Yes.
Oh, the Dagon on the
he does kill Knightly.
Yeah.
Ultimately, McGee does end up taking the kill, but that's still 3 people managed to catch him out. Do they catch Never? No, they don't. Fortunately, the Blink Dagger cancel was enough to save Never's life.
What do you think of this build? He is getting a blink here now after Radiance. I feel like he's sitting at 1700 HP without some sort of he doesn't have stats there, right? He does have chance to get bursted by the tiny.
True. But on the flip side, I think there might be some reasoning as to why he picked that up. And I don't think it doesn't feel like being bursted is the issue. It's more like I want to be able to deal damage. Like he's just going full for level. You're gonna go full Dagon at this point. So
PA does have the BKB. Is eyeing for the Roshan.
Oh yeah. Now they're going for the Roshan. Like I like this though from Goonsquad. They're not playing Ctrl-Alt-Delete game. They're playing their own game. They're trying to take objectives, trying to get their cores to their time, hit their timings. And now, do they know this though? That Rosh is now an option, or is Ctrl-Alt-Delete aware that they're going for Rosh?
Feels like Control-Alt-Delete hasn't realized the Goonsquad are taking the Roshan, so I think they might just back off and just farm.
True. Like, Jong is about 800 away from his harpoon. He's pretty close.
Grimstroke does seem to get the Ghost Scepter. Seems like he heard us like.
Nah, I think it's more like he's also watching this guy, so like,
Yeah.
you hear the casters blaming him for like, get the fucking ghost up there, and he goes and gets it. So good job for him. However, their ults are up though, so that even if they do get an Aegis fight, like, I feel that if they can execute well, that this might still go in the favor of Ctrl-Alt-Delete if we get to see the Roche fight. Because now.
What are your thoughts on Rubik this game? Game 1 he had a lot of impact. Game 2 he hasn't stolen anything so far. Feels like a rough game for him. Don't you think?
It seems he's the one getting caught. Like,
Yeah. Every fight.
usually for Rubik, we want to be the one who's like, just as they cast it, you grab the spell, but he hasn't been able to get any success though. In that front, they do spot out and they get the soul bind and the more number of cases as well. There's gonna be a lot of damage. Herald is dead. More number of cases may not be enough. However, the defensive chart does end up falling, and Yuno kills Yusak. Yuno though forced to run as well, gets lifted, and Yuno is killed. Mega kill streak given up. RP.
Oh, that's a good RP again.
Do they have the damage? They do. Just to kill Never. Meanwhile,
Oh no!
oh no, Magi is caught out of position. Magi is forced to expend that Aegis.
Rubik does clean up the Magnus.
Oh no,
Rubik TP's out.
No.
And
However,
one unfortunate turn of events, right? Like the Magnus ends up living.
Look at this dagger. Like, this dagger is literally racing across the map. Just to get to.
Oh, there you go.
So that was the Aegis fight actually, and he's going for it again. Does he have enough though? No, he does not.
He does have time to blink over to the Undying. What's it?
Yes.
Lift? Oh no, lift! Okay.
No. This is bad now, and it just went worse. That Weeb dies. But then again,
They do trade up the carries for each. Yeah.
Yeah. So are they going to pursue this though? They don't have RP. They don't. The cases are not up for about 30 more seconds. They don't. They have soul bind though, but that's it. However, soul bind's not gonna matter because the defensive chart gets ulted and gets sent to the grave. Meanwhile though, though, it bursts down Nightly. Nightly is dead. They're gonna get something out of this. They do get go a double skewer, picking up Goat AI Herald. Goat AI Herald manages to escape thanks to that bulldoze. Meanwhile, Never putting that Radiance to good use and taking down Fumisho. So, oh, by the way, does have Silver Edge though. Interesting.
It's for the PA break. Yeah, I think it's good against the PA, right? You break the PA and then.
True. He does see Yusak. He also sees the. Oh no! Revenge. He finally gets Goat AI Herald and picks up the reach and the boost. And now they're looking at Never, who is unfortunately stand out of position. Never is dead. So unlike the previous game, where we saw them just get Roche and just run everything down, like Ctrl-Alt-Delete holding their own this time.
I think a huge difference between game 1 and game 2 is that it's not one-sided. It's been a back and forth trade-off between both the teams. So unlike game 1 where it's just a one-sided game, right? Take the Roshan, they started winning fights, went high ground. So I feel like Goonsquad kind of underestimating Ctrl-Alt-Delete in a way.
True. Like I think this aggressive roster plays more into Ctrl-Alt-Delete strength better than the previous game. Meanwhile, though, he is charged up, so it doesn't matter if he goes invisible. But he is retreating towards his teammates, so Goat AI Herald decides, yeah, never mind. Alright, so we enter now the odds. We enter the 30-minute. We're pretty much approaching the mid to late game at this point. Like, what do you think is Goonsquad's next big timing?
PA, she's getting the Ags. I'm not sure how the Ags is going to be pretty helpful here. I do feel like a Basher or a Satanic would have been much better, but no detection. I'll let detection.
And they found it, and unfortunately, falls instead. So once again, that pesky dust getting and falls. That's like also killing spree streak given up by So yeah. And now they won't have for a full minute, as now we're pretty much back to where game 1 was. All 3 towers, all 3 tier 2s have been taken down, and now you have the side of Goonsquad taking high ground.
Oh, they're good use.
Yes. That was multiple use.
RP.
RP, is it enough to kill anyone? Yes, they do take down Usak.
The Necro falls, the PS.
And the buyback as well as well as 2 buyback. They do take out go 8.
Oh, what a save by Rubik. Knightly.
But does Knightly survive? Is the question.
Yes, he does survive. Oh, that's what a brilliant players. Q's away the Magnus and the Spectre and TP's out.
True. That was 2 buybacks though. Expended just for that fight. So I think, like, if I were
Goonsquad, I would take it. Yeah, I would take it as well. That's the thing. And they don't have the RP as well, right? So all RP has been used. Mortimer Kisses has been used.
Yeah. So like, Goonsquad realizes that this team's relying on big timings. Knightly though, nah, not gonna go for it. That's smart call though. He kind of baits. Yeah, he kind of uses the tower just to bait out the fortifying. And that Weebo now has the Skadi though. So
that's an excellent pickup. He's going for a nullifier, which is good against the Necro.
Yes, that is correct. Necro though going straight for the heart. I don't know what this Sanj actually is going to become. Like, is this Kaya Sanj or is this Heaven's Halberd?
No, Kaya Sanj. It's definitely Kaya Sanj. Against the Spectre, I don't think Halberd does anything. It just the dispersion is just gotta be there. Feels like it's a Kaya Sanj.
Target acquired and target taken down. Yes, that is true. It might be Kaya Sanj, I do agree. As Maki takes down from Misho thanks to being spotted by Herald. Defensive charge managing to TP away to safety. So yeah, actually
PA does go for the Satanic. It seems like he may have heard me. But it's a good pickup though, right? Like I feel like Ags wasn't that big of a pickup. Satanic does make sense.
You're not really bursting anyone.
Exactly. Spectre, the Satanic does help him stay alive against Spectre. So
yeah, I also think that's the idea as well. They want to be able to trade against the Spectre. Roche is now up. Just as I was thinking about it. Now Roche is up and they're bringing a beeline for it. Like, okay, guys.
Are they going for the Roshan? I think they are going for the Roshan. Yeah, they are going for the Roshan.
They should go for the Roshan. Although this is on the dire side though, so like they just get a good scan on this. Like they get fine. Oh, never mind. They used it already. 15 seconds, 13 seconds left until we get another scan. Knightly though, picking up if they're getting ready to pick up the Ethereal Blade, he has the Kaya, so he's going full on this Nuker Rubik build. Actually. Meanwhile, picking up or getting ready to almost completing the Aghanim Scepter to add another layer of damage to this side of Goonsquad. Alright, Aegis once again picked up. Cheese does go though to Never. So it kind of makes sense though. Never is their front line. And now both teams kind of forced to be. Never mind. Are they going to retreat? I think they are. Once they stop threatening this tier 3, which I think we're on the way to because they just smoked. Tier 3. They spotted out. They find Magi, who starts really going to town this tower. This Desolator just giving him a ton of damage, allowing him to survive against this tower. Meanwhile, the creeps, or rather these Spectre Illusions, just gearing out the creep wave, just forcing them back. Oh man.
The high ground is gonna be kind of hard to be honest for Goonsquad because there's always the skewer and the RP.
Yeah. Now, yeah, he has the RP. They have the tree volley as well, so there's gonna be a lot of damage in like a short order. Top tier 3 though is down, and there it is. There's the reveal. Are they going for this? Yes, they're going for it.
What a good RP.
Soul Vine. More than this is enough. Is it gonna be enough? No. Yes, it is. They do manage to kill McGee, but McGee does have Aegis and he's coming back. Fewer. And I missed Cookie though. Does force them back, and now can they even respond? They don't have any more ults.
Yeah, all the ults have been used. Seems like
Exactly, like all their ults have been used. Yeah, well, that weave though is really far forward. Like this guy's way too far for comfort, and Jung is dead. Jung has just died, so no buyback. Unfortunately, tree volley unable to be used.
oh, that's so close.
That weave is dead. Also, no buyback. Meanwhile, the 4-man toss, and he does get McGee. McGee is dead. That's a multiple. The killing speech you given up, but Yuno ends up falling as well. No buyback.
PA does seem to buy back. Yeah, try to end the game there.
Yes. And that's it. I think this is game. Yeah, I think this is game. Like,
I think the BKB lack of BKB on the Magnus did cost him a lot, because a lot of times he tried skewering back, he got lifted by the Yules.
oh yeah.
So I think the BKB might have hurted him there.
I think it also goes into like what we've been talking about, like that Ctrl-Alt-Delete have not been efficient in playing the map. They're getting the kills, yes, but they're all sticking as a 5 when they could all be just like farming, getting their items. Like kudos to Goonsquad for just being patient.
Speaking a few minutes back, I was wondering how are they gonna breach the high ground. I feel like they did a good job there. Like, bait out the RP and then like with Aegis and then.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, that's true.
I feel like if you're a captain of Ctrl-Alt-Delete, what are you going to tell your team? Like after this, because games where I felt like they played much better, it was more even until like about 4-5 minutes back, and then
I think the problem here was that timings wise, like this team like Goonsquad realized that if they hit all their ults, that's it. They have no more fight, and the thing is the only long cooldown ult they have is just Reaper Sight. This team's like ready to go at any minute.
Sure.
That's the benefit of this Goonsquad lineup.
I feel like this Grimstroke pick didn't do much. He has the axe now, but it's too late. Like, I think they should go back and kind of think about the picks. I feel honestly, because every other pick seemed to be good here. Like, I still don't see how Grimstroke has any synergy with the rest of the picks here.
True. Again, they did pick for comfort.
It was comfort. So like,
one last rack left is this door. This is now legit crunch time mode for Ctrl-Alt-Delete. If they win this fight, they may just be able to salvage their game. They lose, Goonsquad takes it. No more Aegis. All well, they also don't have buyback on McGee though, so that's also something you need to take note of. As McGee starts hitting, there's what 3 bodies.
Whoa, that's a lot of damage.
They may actually get it. McGee is dead.
That's a dieback on the PA.
RP.
Whoa, that's what a ton of events, sir.
Meanwhile, they're just throwing everything, and that's it. A team wipe.
Not to mention, it is a dieback on the PA there, so that's pretty big. They do have one set of melee racks which is going to regenerate, so.
True, but that also plays right into the hands of Ctrl-Alt-Delete. In just one team fight, they may have just saved this game. Now they're able to go right down because remember, like we stated earlier, that was a huge fight, and that was a huge buyback as well from McGee. He didn't have to buy back in an earlier fight, but they did, and now they just may have massively paid for it. But yeah, that was a yikes moment in Goonsquad.
That was a lot of net worth swing there, like 6k net worth swing.
Yeah, that was by itself. It was a 6k net worth swing. That one fight alone may have just saved Ctrl-Alt-Delete this game. But Goonsquad though, really disciplined, holding on to their buybacks up until Yusak gets his rather. Meanwhile though, these racks are just going down real fast. So remember, everyone's coming. 4 of the 5 though. In back. There are no ults again, no ults. And
Oh no.
no, Yuno is dead, but this time he has buyback. So they should be fine. And then again, though, they also get Fomisho, and Fomisho doesn't have buyback. So it's like, okay, they just.
I feel like you look at this, right? They could have taken the melee barracks had they just focused one rack instead of just focusing on 2.
True. Like I think they would have just gotten the melee. Like,
yeah, the fact they should have got the melee and got back. I felt like overextending Tiny shouldn't have jumped in.
True, exactly. Like I think that yeah, not just like dividing them between 2 racks. Maybe one of each.
The melee is regenerating, so it's probably.
Yes.
The RP is up there, so.
RP is up. Kisses are up.
Tiny
One
buys
more
back.
time. Are we gonna see this? This is for all the marbles. Jung blinks in. Jung is spotted out. Jung gets lifted. Jung is in trouble. Jung gets hit with everything. Forced to use the BKB. However, yes, Jung is safe, but he is low though, so that does disrupt the timing. There are no more trees, so we're not gonna see like another, another big tree volley from anytime soon. Actually though, it would have been nicer if they have also gotten the tree and protector. There it is. Oh wow, there's a lot of damage. RP on 1. Unfortunately, this time RP does not work. Only picks up 1, and defensive chart ends up falling right after. And now chaos has reigned. One of our kisses is coming in, but it will be interrupted. And Haunt does come in, but again, this is Megas. But they do manage
The PA does die.
is dead. That's the carry once again fallen. Do they have enough kill without him? Yuno is dead. No buyback. Oh yeah, he just used it. That's right. But however, defensive chart does end up buying back. It does get the cookie. They get the little shredder. Is it enough? No. Young is dead. Young buybacks. That Weeboo is in trouble. That Weeboo is low. That Weeboo dies. No buyback on 99 seconds. And now it's up to Jing and the rest of the supports. They do take out Goat AI Herald. So, but is this team enough not just to hold off a mega creep incursion, but also just to be able to salvage this? Meanwhile, Knightley going all in on the burst, taking out
A lot of buybacks coming from both the team.
The mid start and buybacks are coming in. Fumisho does buy back. Racks are the last remaining towers are fortified. They're just probably just gonna run in and finish this. Like, you also have buyback coming in from Code AI Herald. I think this might just be GG.
I think they did a good job. Like, they tried bursting the Magnus down. The Magnus used his BKB and had to go back, and that led them to get the mega racks, the last racks that were standing. So it was a good play there by Goonsquad.
True. Alright, and I think that's it. This game is about to be over, and it's big.
Goonsquad takes it 2-0.
Hey, Goonsquad takes the series 2-0. Hi, that people. We were not going to call you yet.
I got grabbed by
Lemao. Sorry. God damn it, Aya. We'll let Aya know when it's time to drag. But Goonsquad handily winning the series. Like, we saw Ctrl-Alt-Delete just about nearly snatch victory from the jaws of defeat. Unfortunately, Meg just could not replicate that magic one more time, and Goonsquad handily take this one. What did you think about this game 2?
Game 2 was pretty interesting. I think as casters, I did enjoy a lot. It was more like evenly balanced compared to game 1 where it was just one-sided. I feel like if Ctrl-Alt-Delete was more coordinated, I feel like this game could have been theirs.
True. Like, they got that team fight at the end, but they weren't unable to do it again because Goonsquad correctly assessed that Jing is the one who's gonna be starting
and
off.
they started bursting him down, which forced him to use the BKB. I had to
Yeah,
hit
and
back.
then after that, it was just chaos. I was like, yeah. So Goonsquad like doing really well. MVP for this game and actually for the series overall.
I feel like Magnus did hit a lot of good RPs. I would say Necro again. I feel like Necro did what he did replicated what he did game one, right? He took the towers, started pressuring the carry. I would say it's Necro, honestly. Again, um,
Oh, for me,
Magnus.
I'd have yeah. Go on.
Magnus should get an honorable mention. To be honest, he did get good RPs there. So, what
Kudos
about
to
you?
you, man. All right. My quick MVP before we go to okay, we're done. We are done. Need a rep from I'll just call out Goon Squad first. Just doing some admin stuff. Okay. All right. So yeah, personally, I think my MVP for the series has to be their boss 4, Goat Eye Herald, aka Kossi. Um, he game 1
His
he
NP
took
was all
off,
the way. Yeah, he's all over the map. True.
yeah, and then game 2 like just him immediately targeting Jung early, just knocked him out of his game, and then really forced that team fight allowed them to win. All right.
Do we have the losers injury? Or is someone
No, we'll do the winners interview first.
okay?
So, okay. So first off, let's say hello to Yusak from Team Goon Squad. Hi. Say hi. Hi, Justin. How you doing?
I won, so I'm feeling good.
All right. So first game of the season. How has your team been feeling after what has been a surprisingly dominant 2-0 series? How do you guys feel?
I think we've been playing with each other for a very long time, right? So for us, it's like just another part. Yeah.
Oh, I
I
see.
mean,
So yeah.
Yeah, for me, I just ask them to give me melee pause fire, and then I run in and feed. I had a lot of I don't know about my team.
Oh yeah, actually. Take us through the mentality though throughout the whole series, like especially when you saw this Control-Alt-Defeat lineup in game 2, like um who's the one like doing all the shot calling actually? We just have to know who's the shot caller in this team.
I think we usually like early game the supports will make the calls, and then in the mid to late game it's usually like the strongest call. So like usually our mid or yeah.
Oh, I see. So it's usual. So mid to late it was usually nightly. Oh, okay, I see. How about you, Knight? Do you have any questions for Justin?
Yeah, regarding game two, what is your thought process after PA died back there? Do you think you guys kind of messed up that fight? Bottom
we,
racks here.
we thought it was kind of funny. We were just like lol, okay, but then like I think Spectre commits like everything to try and kill me, and then I turn with Soul Reed and Guardian Spirits, and then of course we demolish him with the Flash Golem, and then like from there they just come in one by one. Yeah.
I mean, it was a good undying game, to be honest. A lot of strength heroes on the opposite team. You do have the Spectre, and you have the Magnus.
Yeah, I think they kind of panicked with the Snap Fire pick. I didn't think it's that good or that effective, but
I think the Snapfire was picked to counter the Undying to a certain degree.
yeah,
So,
a little bit of a panic. But
All right. So you'll be in. So congratulations on a really early lead. You guys are like
2-0.
probably not only the first series, but the first series sweep. Though, do you have anything to say to your to anyone, to your fellow competitors who are watching the stream right now?
shout out to that's it.
To who? Sorry, come again.
No, that's it.
Okay, just a general shout out.
Okay, sure.
All
Okay.
right. If you don't have any more questions, Knight.
I don't like. Was anyone feeling? How was the comms going on in like game one? Because game one was a big. It was just one sided. Did you guys like? What do you guys thought about after game one? Like,
Game one we thought we just adjusted them. I don't know. I think you're feeling good lah, cause like he's winning. Obviously, when you're winning, it's easier to like comms. But then game two, when we had a few rough moments, like running into like the 3-4 man RPs, and then we had to like settle down, relax, like try and position better. But I think game two they lost lanes a little bit too hard, and then
I mean that's given, right? Spectre into Necro is always going to be hard for the Spectre.
yeah,
And Rubik Tiny just it's matchup is like skill dependent to be honest.
yeah, shout out to Nari Rubik. Guy is really good at that hero. Like not on other heroes though. He can only play one hero.
Oh wow, giving away strat. That's the true level of confidence.
No, please ban it.
There you go. All right. So to any of our other teams watching, make sure to ban 90s heroes. No, I'm just kidding. Do you have any more questions, Knight?
I don't have. Congrats on the
Alright.
2-0 win, dude.
All right. So thank you very much, Justin, for joining us in this very quick minute interview. You can go join your team and celebrate.
And have a good night.
Yeah, and have a good night. Actually, it's pretty late. All
Good
right.
night.
So thank you. You can leave now. No, just kidding. I'll move you back to general. All right. So that is Yusak representing Team Goonsquad. Now we'll be bringing in that Weebu,
The carry player.
the carry player for Team Ctrl-Alt-Delete. Hello.
So,
Hello, that Weebu. Welcome to the losers interview portion of this cast. We're just about wrapping up though, so
yeah, for
we,
sure.
just have a couple more things. I understand that your team. By the way, take us through that thought process throughout the series. Like, how did you guys feel? Like, especially that game two when that game was like a several valleys and peaks of highs and lows. Like, walk us through how your team fared.
In game two?
Yes.
Okay.
We'll start with game two. We'll start with game two.
Honestly, in game two, we had the same mistakes in game one that we noticed, and I think around when the Necro was in the tier 2 tower at top and the two supports were at bottom, I gave a little mauled pet talk for my team, and I think that's where we turned things around. But we fell a bit short for now, but we're understanding where we're going wrong now that we're in the league right now. Now that we're understanding each other more.
Oh, I see. Were you guys able to like scrim much during the off season?
We were a bit, but I don't think we had enough time to mesh properly yet. But I think we're understanding each other's playstyle more and more. Even though we lost 0-2, I don't really find this as a complete loss. Now we have things that we can look forward to improve.
All right, all right. Oh, by the way, we have to ask, who was shot calling for your team in this entire series?
It's usually Yuno and Jung usually.
Oh, I see, I see. All right, so next question. Like, walk us through that game one. Like, picking up that Wraith King only to get the Aghanim's early. Like, what was the thought process actually into what ended up? What like? I know that your game one kind of went like disastrously. I understand it's also your first game with each other. So like, just walk us through the thought process throughout that entire game one.
I decided to go Radiance because Aghanims because Jung did not couldn't get his game going because I think it was bot lane. Bot lane didn't go as well, and Jung couldn't be the tank. So I thought that if I got the Aghanims, we could like have more long drawn out fights because that's what I thought.
I
For
see.
me
I see.
personally.
Yeah, I understand. Though I think that I mean, Knight was also pretty much saying that we hope you guys will actually just steal the Faceless Void.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, let's go to Night. Night, do you have any questions?
Yeah, regarding your position 5, like, was Grimstroke his comfort pick? Because I feel like Grain 2 didn't have much of synergy with the rest of the lineup. So,
Uh, Grimstroke is comfort pick. I think defensive can play a lot of plus fives. It's just that we thrusted him into the Grimstroke because we felt like it worked. We felt like it could have worked with our lineup, but I think it's just chemistry issues that we couldn't get the Grimstroke really working. But
Uh,
I think we have an idea on what to pick for him next time.
and also, did you see at one point he was queuing Ags? What is the thought process behind that?
Was queuing Ags? I
Yeah,
don't know.
yeah.
Oh, in cute. He got it. That was like his third attempt.
No,
after
he,
Ghost.
actually, after Aether Lens, he was planning to get Ags, and then we were talking about how Ghost Scepter would be nice, and apparently, coincidentally, he just got Ghost Scepter. So it's like, and then he queued up Ags. But at one point, he was trying to get Ags first after Aether Lens. So,
We just let defensive cook. We don't really mind. I think. So I think it's just a. It's just what defensive does. We let all our we let our players do whatever they want. Honestly, I think.
I feel like game 2 was much closer. Like, did you kind of feel sad like the game went? Because you guys were kind of leading at one point and it went even at one point. Do you think what do you think could have changed the outcome for game 2?
What could have changed the outcome is that if I save for buyback. I'll be honest. The last time
Yeah.
I don't know what happened. I got dragged out deeper than I expected to, and I bought like a nullifier towards the end of that fight because I thought that I could have kited out longer, but I somehow found myself in the middle of like 4 people, and I think that's what costed us the game. I really punched myself for that one.
It just
That
happened.
was a new low. It just happened. Like all of a sudden, I was like, "Where did my hero go?" And I just noticed I was in the middle of everybody.
Yeah.
But not saving for a buyback really costed us. But I think for the most part, it was that we dug ourselves in a deep hole and we just couldn't climb out of it. And I mentioned that to them, and we all agreed that that's what happened, and we have to find ways to avoid that.
All right. So yeah, pretty good lessons to take away from a series. A series. Any more questions, Knight?
I don't have any other questions.
All right. So, and I'm also pretty much tapped out question-wise. So, thank you very much, that Ibu, for joining us here. We wish you good luck and the rest of Ctrl-Alt-Delete as well. Oh, by the way, before we kick you off the casting stream, do you have any words for your future opponents?
I don't know. Take it easy. Guys. We're already 0-2, guys. Like, come on, give me like half 50-minute games. I don't care if we lose, but just give us 50 minutes.
All right. Thank you very much, that Weeboo. So yeah, thank you very much for joining us, and we hope to see you down the line and yeah, down the line as we progress through season 0 of Phoenix Dota.
Thank you.
Okay. Shoo.
And with that comes the end of the
All
stream.
right.
So how was did you like how was the casting experience today? Like, do you like enjoy it? Like, 'cause I kind of enjoyed it. It was my first time casting. So
Oh, nice. Yeah. Like, I enjoyed it. I like the games were pretty hype. Like, game 1 was a stomp. Like, not gonna lie, but game 2 was a lot closer, and I think that was more exciting to cast, especially as you see like both teams like strategies like they come together and try to go up against one another. Again, this is season 0 of Phoenix Dota, so it's going to be pretty rough sailing as we start the season, but hopefully down the line it gets better. You know, like, but if this is if this is where we started, then it's a good place to start.
true.
Both in like both in terms of like what the teams can do, and both also what we on the production side and on the admin side can do as well. For any final thoughts on the series?
I just want to say that CAD shouldn't lose hope, and I feel like they should come back stronger for the next series. And yes, that's my thoughts. And I did enjoy casting with you, so yes, that was pretty good.
Yeah. And I enjoyed casting with you as well. Like, again, for our that's really good for our first cast. So hopefully we can get to continue our development as we can progress through the season. So, what are we going to look at? What are our peeps going to be looking forward to next? So, we're going to now